Bang. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talk Scottish Football Live.
That's rare, yeah.
This is new, this.
That's nice,
Nice real live studio
You should
setup.
really address a couple of things.
What you doing, You address a couple of things, it'd help if you got yourself in order.
Everything's in order.
Everything's in order now. So, this is the first ever time we've done anything like this, so let's address maybe some technical issues that may come across while we watch. We're hoping that the Wi-Fi manages to survive. If anybody watches any of our individual live streams, we know, or you will know, that the Wi-Fi isn't the greatest in here. Number two,
the FPS a wee bit.
The FPS
could be better. It could be a lot worse. I'm just watching it here on my phone.
It's alright.
It could be a lot worse.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's better than it looks in.
It's better than what it looks here, aye. So basically, we're powering all of this. This all is coming to you through David's Huawei laptop.
Yeah.
So
the Chinese are controlling it.
The Chinese are controlling everything here. So we're just looking to have fun. We're looking to watch the game today, and as the game freezes, we're looking to hopefully have a good laugh. I mean, we've got a lot to talk about, David.
Yeah, there's lots to discuss.
It feels weird. Can I also just quickly address? It feels weird that I'm not sitting here. Like,
it does.
Usually I'm looking at you, but now I need to turn round. But I guess because I'm watching the football anyway.
We've got a TV here, so
aye.
People who have seen the video I put on the Twitter. We've rejigged the setup a little bit.
Yep.
Dear me, it's a busy chat this afternoon.
Let's get it off.
Got lots of the regulars in. Matthew Duff's in. First comment, obviously.
No, of course.
When he's not beefing with Declan Gallagher, he's watching TSF. So, Adam Kennedy's in, obviously. He's going to be leaving us very soon to watch the Jam Tarts, no doubt.
They're Homer and Barts.
David Hunter's in, of course. Cam McIver, Aidan Drennan. Big Dom's in.
Big Dom. Nice to see you, my man.
Matt Garner, he's a regular as well. So there's 50 people in here already. You know?
Christ, they're here. You know what they're here for.
Yeah, it's a very staunch choice of t-shirt. I've just noticed this.
Well, you know,
very staunch.
I wanted to wear something a bit different.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go for the green and white, so...
But the orange is a prominent colour, people can see.
Come away and shite you.
Oh, well.
You're trying to pick me out here, right? Well, I've went to be as staunch as possible, but you know what people are here for? The people are here to see me react to Rangers, perhaps make this a day that will go down in the history of the club. I mean, tomorrow they could be crowned champions.
Right off, St Mirren beaten them once already this season.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
I'm
hoping that on this stream, by the time we finish today, I will be celebrating a St Mirren win. For as little as it means, I'm hoping that I can...
We'll be celebrating a Dundee United win tomorrow.
Exactly, aye.
John Kennedy wants the job. You know, he's got to lose tomorrow.
Aye. No, like, listen, put it this way. People are here to probably see my reaction to, or hear my words regarding Rangers season. And we've got a long time to go, you know. We've got a lot more TSFs to do. Got a lot more on my own channel videos to do. You know, we're going to be talking a lot about it, but if they're here to watch, then enjoy. They've had a good season. They're thoroughly deserving of the title.
They're all fucking down in Govan just now, innit?
Aye, so let's talk about it. Before kick-off comes, we've got about 8 minutes
probably
until
some surprise opinions from us.
Aye, so of course this morning the scenes came out, the images came out of the Rangers fans gathering at Ibrox.
The first thing we said to each other was, fair fucking play.
Fair play. Because look, it's just simple. I'd be a hypocrite, because where was I when we won the quadruple treble? Yeah. That was at Celtic Park. Granted, I stood at the back in civilised order with my mask on.
With the hand sanitizer.
I was at the back. I was at the back, and I watched myself, and I made sure I didn't come in contact with it. But I just wanted to go down and see what the fuss was about, even though the team weren't coming there.
If I'm on the edge of winning the league tomorrow, I'd be over it.
Yeah, but look, if Celtic, let's put it this way: if Celtic.
I don't even know if I would, but I would really, really want to.
What was the first thing we said to each other after that Scotland game?
George Square.
George Square, exactly. If Celtic won 10 in a row, I'd be down with the thousands at Parkhead. So fair play. I'd be out there if I was a Rangers fan.
The only mad thing is, I was watching this morning and I was like, fucking Sturgeon's going to go mental, isn't she? It's just not fun.
No, she's not going to be happy at all.
The numbers, I was like, oh, fuck. But it's even just like seeing that amount of gathering of people in general makes you feel a bit oof just now. Like when you watch stuff that's happening in Australia, you're like, oh fuck me, is that even real?
It's not America when they're storming the fucking White House.
Yeah. This whole scenario, and it's been the same throughout the COVID thing with football, is just how much football fans are hypocrites.
So Declan Cairns is saying on your cell, Ryan, I didn't go, but you can't blame anyone.
Listen, it's completely irresponsible, but...
we don't condone it.
Exactly. But we kind of have condoned it. But, emotion takes over. And there's also the fucking simple things like even just singing a song with your mates at the football. You haven't done that for a year.
Oh no, exactly. Like look, it's under as much as that fucking irritates me. You've waited 10 years for this moment. They're not going to keep them in your fucking houses. It's not going to happen.
I didn't actually expect it to happen this morning. I didn't see anything like. Normally, I thought it might have been like a planned thing. It didn't seem to be. Just kind of happened. But I mean, they're all itching to get out, so. Yeah.
I didn't mean the white Matthew Duff. Oh, we've got our first donation of the day. The man himself. Thank you very much. Lewis Laird donated £5. Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock kickoffs have been made even
Stick
better.
your Jeff Stelling up your arse.
I know, aye. Who needs Sterling, eh? Who needs...
Stick your kickoffs up your arse as well.
Oh, aye, fuck them.
Aye.
Never, ever in my life.
Scum!
Never let me be like fucking Lawrence McKenna, eh? What a fucking clown. Honestly, I've had a big rant about what a fucking cunt.
Oh wow,
Just
that's very emotive language. I hope my grand's not watching.
sorry, Mrs. Is it Buick?
That is it.
Sorry, Mrs. Buick. Don't worry, doesn't take after me.
No.
That's not. Aye, but no, I don't want it to become a habit. Lewis, thank you very much. You said the Saturday 3 o'clock, but maybe I'll get your questions in. We've got about 5 minutes to kick off.
Declan Kearns says he's not getting a fine because Sass has just come in, so he's not wasting it.
He's not wasting it. Well, you can't get a fine for that.
Well, no, I don't think they're going around firing people individually.
Aye, you can't get a fine for that. Maybe if you were having a party tonight, and perhaps, but you know, no for that down there. You can't get fined for that. And I'm actually going to fine. You're not going to fine your whole sass.
See, the Polish took a tumble.
Did they?
Aye, Polish took a tumble. John Beaton booked him for diving. Yeah,
oh my God almighty. Well, we're having troubles with the stream right now.
Obviously, completely legitimate services.
Aye, of course. We've purchased Rangers TV. Well, he's purchased Rangers TV. I want to give him a fucking penny.
Third time this season I've paid for Rangers TV.
Aye, so let's see what's been said in the chat. While we wait on, Dave 1872 says, went back and watched your league prediction and transfer videos. Ryan, made my day. Laughed so hard, thought I would need an ambulance. Lol, comedy gold. I'm glad. Look, what did I say? Is that another donation?
That is.
It's not came through for me yet. On you go.
Declan Kearns, obviously. I mean, Lewis raised the stakes and Declan came back in with a $4.99. I forgot this was a feature. It's been so long, my money isn't wasted. Going to you, missed you lads. Oh, it's all too much, you know.
I know. I need the money.
That's tight.
I need to. Do you know what we need to? We need to invest in a proper something. My PC can obviously handle it, but can't bring it through here. You know, it's a bit of a fucking hassle. So, what was I going to say? The whole thing about the comedy gold and the fucking thing. Well, you know what I said to you last night, David? My aim every day is to put a smile on people's faces. Yeah. You know, I was brought up with the motto.
That end of that conversation, you just started abusing people, so it worked really well.
Aye, but you know, I like to make people smile. So now I'm happy I've made you smile, mate. I hope you didn't need an ambulance. That would be a shame. That'd be a shame. A real shame.
Yeah, there'd be a few people out to chase the ambulance, so there's loads of ambulance
chasers. Oh, a lot of ambulance chasers.
This day and age,
tons. Aye. So let's get into the good part, because there's 5 minutes to kick off. David, let's get all the Scottish Premiership games up on our phone for a moment, and let's give our predictions for each and every game before we get into kick off. If you're planning on being with us for a short period of time, we thank you very much. If you plan on staying us throughout the whole day, that'll be great. So please keep a reminder of us of what we predicted here, because I will forget. So let's head over first off to McDermott Park, the newly crowned Betfred Cup winner, St Johnstone.
Really good game.
Taking on the Hibs. David, your prediction? Any thoughts?
St Johnstone for me.
St Johnstone for you?
Kevin Nisbet back in the starting lineup today, which is good. Well, I'm just interested to see how he does. But yeah, I just think St Johnstone at home. Big Mel. You see Mel Hamed? Is it Mel Hamed? Mel Hamed. Something.
I know you're talking.
You seen the goal from midweek?
No.
Oh, Dennis Bergkamp-esque. Oh, it just takes down a lovely touch, flicks around the goalie.
Right. Score prediction then.
St Johnstone 2, Hibs 1.
I think St Johnstone are going to suffer a bit of the hangover.
Oh,
and I'm going to go.
Would that not have come in the immediate game?
It probably would have, but I think it's going to be wide.
They might have suffered it then, because it was 1 each against Hamilton.
I think Hibs are going to pick up a wee bit of form here, and I think St Kevin Nisbet will get a goal as well. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Hibs. We'll move over to Dingwall. Ross County taking on Kilmarnock.
Another
David,
big game. Get to the stage of the season where all these games are huge.
Yep. Tommy Knight's not been off to a flyer.
Kyle Lafferty's in from the start today, and that could be interesting. Yeah, it's Kelly just don't score goals, do they?
No, they do not.
But again, Yogi's had the issue of not being able to replicate his performances against the big teams, against the teams round about them. So we'll see. For me, that's got draw written all over it. I'm going to say 1 each.
Draw written all over it. I think Tommy Wright's going to be in for even more of a nightmare. I'm going to say 1-0 to John Hughes' Ross County for today. Let's move over to Pittodrie. Aberdeen taking on Hamilton Academical. David, surely that's going one way though. Hamilton.
Yeah, I mean, under normal circumstances, I might have gone with Hamilton, but Odd Composer injured and Bruce Anderson cannot play against his parent club.
Yep.
So they're two big misses for Ackies. I think Aberdeen will win it 1-0.
I'm going to go for a stinker. A 0-0 at Pittodrie between the two.
Good result for the Ackies, that.
Good result for the Ackies. Brian Rice would be happy with that. Let us know your predictions in the chat as well. I think David's having a wee look in there, but make sure to let us know. Firth Park, Motherwell and Livingston.
Interesting game.
It is an interesting game. Motherwell last week with a surprise result after being under a bit of pressure. And it was a very good result for Alexander. His press conference afterwards was very interesting.
Yes, I liked it.
Liked that a lot. So, will he continue on the good form, David?
Yes, I think he will. I think Livy are in a bit of a rut just now. And I think, it was good signs from last week from Alexander's men. And I think they will continue that. And, I think Motherwell will be safe. And I think a big 3 points today will help with that. So
I still think they could go down.
Yeah,
I still think they could go down.
Could
I'm going to go 2-2.
Okay.
2-2 draw. I think that Livingston will fight hard and will try and get this form behind them, but I think Motherwell will be wanting to carry on after a good result last week, so I'm going to go 2-2 there. And finally, for the 3 o'clock kickoffs today, the game that we are watching, the speciality of this afternoon, is the about-to-be champions Rangers taking on St Mirren at Ibrox Stadium, David.
It's a tough one. St Mirren need to get through the first 15-20 minutes. That will I think, if Rangers set the tone early with an early goal, it could be 4 or 5. But if St Mirren can keep it tight early on, who knows? I would be surprised if Rangers didn't win by a good few goals. I go 3-0 Rangers.
3-0 Rangers you're going for. Actually, looks no bad now I looked at the phone,
It looks worse than Ruby,
it's not the worst. It could be better, but it's not the worst. It could be smoother.
Dom reckons St Mirren can
donation from Scott Doyle, $1.99. Thank you very much, my man. That is much appreciated. And we'll go for, on my part of things, I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-0 Rangers win today.
Seeing Mr. Gerrard
in the stands. So let's talk about that. Let's move on to that to start off before the kick-off here.
Also, one thing we want to say is we are going to be, with the way the streams are, we're going to be about a minute behind. So you guys in the chat may know scores in this game before us.
Don't spoil it.
So just, for the sake of the stream, if we could try and keep the score, don't jump too early with the scores,
Yep.
We might miss it a wee bit. So
let us know your predictions for this game today. Gerrard in the stands, David, your opinion on everything that transpired with him and Mr. Beaton.
John Beaton needs to have a word with himself. Gerrard, accepted himself. He deserved his suspension, obviously accepted it, and he probably did but it should never have escalated that stage. Good referees manage games, they manage situations. Beaton should have taken the sting out of it, said, listen, I'll get a word, be it full time or down the tunnel, we'll get a word, blah blah blah, rather than fucking act like a spoiled child. And it's just referees in general like that these days.
Well, an interesting statistic for today I just seen on Twitter earlier on. This is Conor Goldson's 75th consecutive game for Rangers, a very impressive start.
Yeah.
He's been a unit for them this season, a guy who was doubted, and I said he was the most overrated player in the Rangers team.
I wonder if there's a reason for whoever won the toss there switching him around.
He's came into a game this season, he's been arguably the best centre half in the league.
Oh, without a doubt. Back onto a mile this season, he's been so consistent. And what was he?
Thank you to Matthew. Matthew does say
Matthew. February 2017, he got diagnosed with a heart defect of some kind, or something like that. And he's gone on that run since John Rangers. It's just unbelievable. People talk about Granit Xhaka the other day about how many games he's played. As if that was something to be praised of. Like, obviously that on its own is not a big thing for praise, but his level of performance this season has been huge. And Ryan Kent's about to get the game underway for Rangers.
Well, we're about to kick off, as we said. Also,
we've got flash goes on for the other games, so we should get them in rapid.
Yep. Also, very quickly, I would like to say every half hour, because this is technology talk here. Because this is a DSLR camera. I didn't notice that. Some people not taking the knee now. Wow.
Who was that?
One of the Mirren players.
Interesting.
It's of course a lot of the, I don't know if you've been seeing, but a lot of the black players now have been saying that they feel like it's got to the point it's been kind of rendered useless, so they're going to stop doing it. But look, it's very political, not getting it here, I suppose. But look, as I was going to say, as DSLR camera means that it's not made for videos, it's made for photos. So it cuts off every half an hour. So every half an hour it'll go black for a few seconds while I stand up to go and put it back on. So please, people who watch my live streams know about it, and we get abused in the chat for it. So we're underway here at Ibrox at Rangers St Mirren. I'll keep an eye in the chat, I'll keep an eye on all the scores too.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and we need to make sure we don't constantly. I'm still nervous. There'll be some walloper. It's like, oh, it's 1-0 Rangers, right, kid? And I'm like, fuck's sake. This used to do my head in the summer when we did the lives, you know?
I know.
Oh, someone scored. I just stopped doing that chat for a while, you know?
Try to see what Lewis was saying there. Somebody said, no, what's happening here?
Yeah, somebody said, PGW said, Goldson Tavernier should be in and around the England squad.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, Tavernier's going to struggle with the quality of right backs.
Yeah, I mean, why would Tavernier get in over the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James? It's not going to happen. And I'm not denying Tavernier's not a good player. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think he's miles off challenging those guys, but I just think when you get that quality,
he needs to go and challenge himself down in England to get in there.
Also, if you're Gareth Southgate, what is Tavernier now? 29, 30?
Yep, exactly.
You've got Reece James, Wan-Bissaka, Trent are all early 20s.
Yep, exactly. And then also
Goldson. I tell you what though, I mean,
Goldson has more of a chance, but I mean at the same time, you've got to look at how the England centre halves are coming onto a game. John Stones right now is arguably on form the best defender in the league. He's been unbelievable. He's up there in the conversation.
I think if Gomez was fit right now, it'd probably Gomez.
Gomez up there
and
as
Maguire
well.
as a back three, probably.
And Maguire, for as much criticism as he gets,
been okay
he's not really put a foot wrong as of recent. I've enjoyed watching Big Harold, so you know, it would be hard for any of those two players to get anywhere near the England squad. But we do appreciate the fact that they are good players. We do appreciate
David
that.
Hunter, what did you get today? Saying, guess what I got today?
Yeah, it will definitely be a football shirt of some kind.
Yeah.
Just a question of what one.
What did you buy yesterday?
LA Galaxy. Away top, aye. Nice. I was going to go and try and get like a Germany top at night and a 92 Germany top, but I decided, nah, do you know what, we'll leave it. Make sure to get your questions left. Oh aye, so of course Rangers have the scenario that's not really been touched on because of how good Rangers have been and how bad St Mirren have been. Both James Tavernier and Conor Goldson only have a year left on their contracts after the summer. Do you think Rangers are going to land themselves in the same scenario as
Absolutely amazed they
Celtic?
haven't been extended yet. I also don't understand. I don't think there'll be a world in which either one of them would want to leave. To be honest, I mean, I think Tavernier
I agree with you. I agree with you. But
maybe if he'd hit this form 2 years ago.
But do you not think that knowing that Tavernier is getting a bit older, I do agree with you. I don't see in any world why they would want to leave Rangers at the moment. But do you not think that there's a world now in which Tavernier looks at himself, looks at the age he's getting to, and thinks last chance to maybe go down south and do it?
Maybe, but again, I think he's just a little bit too old now. Unless he gets nothing. We've got another donation in there, do we?
Another donation. Thank you very much, Football Prime Ginger. £5. Hi lads, would it be okay if I send my interview with Brian Rice? Feel free to give me any feedback. Aye, fire on. Thank you very much for the £5. Very much appreciated. Do you not think they would like to go down south and challenge themselves?
Maybe.
No, they've done what they've ultimately done what they aim to do up here. They've won the league title. Now it's maybe about finding pastures new. I agree with you. I don't see them in any rush.
I mean,
but there is that chance.
Winning one league title with Rangers isn't enough. And same with Celtic. You've got to go and dominate for a period of time. That's the challenge for Celtic and Rangers. Is to dominate over a period of time. That's why 9 in a row have been such a big thing. You know, fans and the club crave for that kind of domination. I have to say, St Mirren are pressing really well here early on. They've got numbers forward. Gold's under a bit of pressure there, but clears it. Patterson and again at right back today. I think Tavernier can't be too far away from fitness. I wouldn't have thought. What a ball by Davis that is.
And it's jumped back just as a nice ball goes over the top. Christ almighty. Lewis Laird says maybe the last chance to test themselves in England with the rage. Could see both scenarios probably, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe. Again, I'm amazed that if there hasn't been a deal offered already. It seems a bit strange.
Yep. You'd think it's something they'd want done, but before the league title celebrations commence. And before the summer transfer window starts to creep up and teams start to ignite interest, there's a lot of teams down at the bottom half of England that would want to take those two easily, and they might be tempted.
Who's Everton's right back just now?
It is what's his face?
Coleman's still the right back.
Seamus Coleman's been he's been in the team. He's been around it. But there's someone else. It's not John Kenny. No. Who's the other one? There's somebody else coming to my mind.
Jack Hannock had an absolute stormer at Ibrox earlier in the season, if I'm not wrong. Sure, he made an unreal amount of saves. He's been huge for St Mirren this season when he's been in the team. I think he missed a few games at the start through COVID, but what a player he's been for them.
Let's see what's being said in the chat. So of course Celtic play tomorrow against Dundee United, and depending on this result, it could be a game which Celtic must win to stop the league title from going to Ibrox tomorrow afternoon. What are you thinking ahead of that game, David? Of course, I've spoke about it on my channel. If you haven't already, go and watch it. Or wait till after this and then go watch it. But let me know your thoughts, David.
I think that it's a nice game for Dundee United in that if you look at how well they did against Celtic at Tannadice early on this season, they seem to relish the games against the bigger teams. I know even they've taken a couple of hefty defeats off Rangers, but they've actually competed quite well for large parts in those games. They like to have a go. It'll be easier at home for them than it would have been at Parkhead. Slightly smaller pitch.
Yep. More compact is what they need.
So it could be an interesting game.
They love it. They love having that compact defence. They like bringing it in.
And he'll also start with 2 strikers. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how if it's what Welsh and I, how they'll cope with that.
There was something I saw. What's your good ball, good catch from Elnick. Yeah, to come out and just think, just think.
Rangers, I think Rangers this season have been a lot more direct at times when they've needed to.
Yep.
Kent makes that run a lot more, whereas last season he constantly just wanted to defeat all the time.
CJ's dying for Kent to have a game today. So just so he can see me react to a Kent masterclass live.
I think the point that CJ's made when he spoke to me about Kent was it's a bit similar to that in that he will now do a lot of selfless running for the team that doesn't result in goals and assists, which is ultimately what wingers are judged on fairly or unfairly. But his all-round game's definitely improved, and the guy on the ball here in the last month or so.
There it goes. Just keep
talking.
talking.
Unbelievable, and that's Mr. Morelos. He's been fantastic, isn't he?
Alfredo.
He looks fitter again. He looks sharper. And his performances in Europe have been absolutely wonderful recently. Yeah, but
he's I mean, what was that? 9 goal contributions in God knows how many games, 3 games or so. It was a real.
It's a snowball, Big Dom. It's a chocolate snowball.
A chocolate snowball.
Aye, just a killer.
Aye. But my point I was going to come on to about the Celtic Dundee United game tomorrow. A lot of fans have been making the point that Celtic should deliberately drop points tomorrow. What is your thoughts on that? Because to me, it's just fucking.
Because I actually think if John Kennedy can go and beat Rangers and stop them winning the League at Parkhead, that will do more for him than anything else, apart from like a cup. If you can do that and then win the Scottish Cup,
he's going to pop here from range.
Oh, Jack Allen just about keeps a hold of that with a stinger. If John Kennedy can win that Old Firm and then maybe win the Scottish Cup, that's a tall order, but a very tall order. That gives him a chance of getting the job. I think. I think he would genuinely be a shout if he does that sort of thing. The Scottish Cup's huge for him. If he wants the job, he's going to go and win that.
Yep.
Still, there's a little bit of a confusing narrative to whether he wants the job or not. He hasn't really said an awful lot that indicates he wants it.
Yeah, I think what's been good about Kennedy is I think he's not getting ahead of himself. I think listening to John Kennedy has been marvellous listening to how intellectually sounds. He's really got to know how to the game. I know, big shout out, man. But he's got a really intelligent look on the game, I think, and he sounded really good. And he's not sugarcoated things like Lennon did. He spoke truthfully, honestly, and gave the fans what they want to hear. And Celtic done a very good move yesterday, and I believe it would probably Dominic Mackay initiated by getting that fan media press conference set up.
Was that specifically just for fan media?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Why the fuck was I not invited?
Because you compared the last manager to Adolf Hitler, probably.
You just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Well, I mean,
just had to bring that up. No, I'm joking, but but like, all these things, and listen to Kennedy speak, and Lewis pointed out in my live stream last night. He gave a 7-minute answer to the cynic yesterday, right? What would Lennon have done in that situation? No.
It's like, I can understand that, but it's also a little bit different when Lennon's just getting bashed constantly.
But look, listen,
Kennedy still kind of
I don't think Kennedy, until the point comes where everything's done and dusted, will come out and outline his intentions to have that job. I think his focus is what the way it should be, game by game, see what happens, and then if the opportunity presents itself, then he'll speak openly.
I have to say, the state of the pitches in this country just now really isn't great, is it?
No, it's not. The state.
Fair, I mean, Ibrox isn't as bad as it was last season. But
but Celtic Park, man, the dip is unbelievable. Here's a Rebo on the ball now, by the way, slips it through, but it's overhit, it is out for a goal kick. The nick at Celtic Park is unbelievable, man. For the way that it was pristine. It was the best park in the country, but best park in Scotland, one of the best in Britain, and now it's a shit show,
Yeah.
What happens when you're...
Nice metaphor for that.
Yep, the standard's slipping at the club. This is fucking pissing me off. This loading every 2 seconds.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's see, who do you guys think out of Christie, Edouard and Ayer is most likely to get a new contract? Christie?
Christie.
Yeah, got to be absolutely...
Mainly because I don't see anyone big coming in for him just now.
No.
They would have done...
A year ago,
or even 6 months ago, maybe. Now... So if he was going to go, it might have been January.
That's a good idea. Logging it, you're doing it just now. Very good idea. Matthew's on the ball with this stuff. He's gave up my channel points, things, and everything. Unbelievable.
So we're needing the mods. Matthew's already said he'll do that, but there's Declan, David Hunter, if he's are in here, that sort of stuff. Just get that.
We've got
the NordVPN are getting some advertising here. They're getting it on Rangers TV as well.
Yep.
Sponsor Open Goal too as well.
They do Dr. Benji, Work the Space, do a lot of the Twitch streamers. So Aidan Brennan said he misses the summer streams. Well, we'll look to bring this back.
Yeah, so I enjoyed them.
I like this. This is fun. This is enjoyable.
This is good. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be better than watching Celtic.
I mean, the optimum thing would be to have an actual studio and we can get multiple people in watching multiple different games.
Yep, exactly. Imagine me just sitting in the middle.
Are you the Jeff Sterling?
I'm the Jeff Sterling, and then you're the Tomo.
No, I'm Charlie now.
You know how to be Tomo?
I don't have the nose for Tomo.
Nobody has the nose for Tomo.
No.
It's an
unique nose.
Well, I mean, I'm meant to be travelling. I've done this before. I'm the one that talks the shite. So.
And Jam as well. Do you think he'd get a new contract?
No, he'll be off in the summer.
Think so?
Yep, I think he'll come
no
back.
No matter what manager comes in.
Well, I think, good
What if
play
Amanda
there
comes
from
in and says to
Rangers,
Cham,
by the
you're
way.
gonna
Aribo with the ball in, can Morelos meet it? It's just overhit a little bit. Morelos was getting pulled in the box, it seemed.
He didn't seem to claim for it, though.
Yeah,
I
but
think he was slipping anyway.
Well, I think Morelos is beyond the point of claiming now. I think he just knows that nothing's going to go his way. He's showing it in the highlights here. Is it a valid penalty claim for Rangers?
I'm amazed that he didn't kick off at John Beaton for that.
He has pulled
When
a
I
little
first
bit.
watched the incident against Levy, the fact that Morelos didn't kick off made me think initially it wasn't a penalty. Until I saw the replay, I was like, holy shit, why is he not going mental?
It looked a dive on first instant. I think he knew it.
What
I thought at first was I thought he knew it. Then I seen the highlight.
His body language to me suggested it might have been a dive, but again, just the clearest penalty. Some cracking use of VAR in the Burnley Arsenal game today. For the red card that was in. Good ball there. Is Hadji going to be in? But I think it was he's
still going here. It's Hadji. Shots put on it. Hits Hingy off the Hormoys.
Yeah, it was, but who was that? Colin McCarthy? Oh, it's Joe Shaughnessy.
No, it would have been Joe Shaughnessy.
But yeah, nice from Hadji. But I think after that I stopped watching. But I think there was a penalty not given against one of the Burnley players that was like the clearest handball you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. The handball. Really
it was Eric Peters, was it not?
No, Eric Peters was the one that had. Oh, maybe it was he was both the incidents, but he was the one that got the red card rescinded. Maybe it was his handball.
It was
right. But it was the clearest handball you've seen. His arm was out there, and it wasn't given. So, who knows? What else have we got here? Boycott one football. Sofa score is down. I'm just thinking there's been no early goals because Flash score have given me nothing yet.
Nothing so far, I don't think, around the leagues. A very boring weekend. Do you know what I've not done? Put a coupon on.
Either I.
No, I've not got a coupon on this week.
It hasn't felt like a weekend to me.
Nah, so what you've not really spoke about, have you? Have you done a past talk since the news?
No, I haven't.
No, so what's
there is a goal. There is a goal in the Championship, and Arbroath are leading Queen of the South by a goal to nil.
Oh, there you go.
Some form there, in.
I would have backed Queen of the South today as well.
No, I fancied Arbroath. They've been in some form, man.
So
yes, Dunfermline in crisis. Well, that's a bit emotive, that language.
No, they are in crisis.
Crisis. Yeah, I think it's similar to the Celtic Dubai thing in terms of the close contacts have knackered us. I think there's maybe one or two positive tests. I think it might just be one actually. And basically because we've got such a small squad, we couldn't put a team out last night or on Tuesday night. So at the moment, next Saturday's game is scheduled to go ahead. Obviously, we don't know the details in terms of how long they've got to isolate. Will they even be able to train before next Saturday? Who knows? But it could not have come at a worse time for Dunfermline, really. With the form we've been in, it's not been great. We've got big games on the horizon. It's getting tight.
That's nice for Rangers. Good chance here. Kamara ball in, cleared away. St Mirren look to get up the park now, surely. That's a very poor clearance, and Rangers will keep going. It's Ryan Kent. He looked as though he was going to shoot. He is going to shoot for range! What a finish from Ryan Kent there.
Deary me.
Oh, that's a lovely finish. CJ's loving it. CJ's fucking loving it. What a finish from Ryan Kent.
Lovely movement too. I have to say that Rangers' director's block does not look at social distancing to me, but we'll leave it there. It's unbelievable from Kent. What a pass from Goldson this as well. Picks him out right to feet. Lovely wee drop of the shoulder. On the left peg.
It's really well done from Kent. It was because I thought he was going to pull the trigger at first, and he does, as you say, he sails the defender right down the river there, and he comes back, hits it on the left, and it's a fantastic finish.
You couldn't have put that on the
Annex never getting down to that. The speed of the ball is tremendous. It's 1-0 Rangers. We'll update that on the screen, don't you worry. And Rangers fans will be coming in to see my reaction.
Excited about
that? The one's back to front.
Is it? Why is that?
I don't know. The one's back to front, mate. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's a goal at McDermott Park as well. Liam Craig has scored for St Johnstone against Hibernian, and it's 1-0 to the Perthshire Saints, the FA Cup winners.
You said I got excited about that. It was just a good goal, wasn't it?
What do we think, chat? I feel like he was a bit excited about that.
Nah, wrap your pish.
What do we think, chat? Yeah.
It was a good finish. Champions, yeah, I'm seeing that.
Must be very pleasant for that lot just now.
Thoughts on... Sorry,
no.
I was going to say, Lewis Laird is asking thoughts on Ian Maxwell saying Scotland have offered to be part of the VAR like trials.
Yeah, fucking get it.
I'm so anti-VAR. I never wanted this. I never want to see it in football. It's ruining the game. Well, who was... You made up a fantastic... You said a fantastic thing yesterday about... who was it down in England? Scott Parker. The game has got... Is that McGinley?
I tried to mod McGinley, but I accidentally pinned his comment.
Oh, McGinley, nice to see you. But this fucking... It's killing the game, man. And as Scott Parker said, 4 or 5 years' time from now, oh my God, imagine what we could be seeing 4 or 5... People are scared to celebrate goals.
Well, it's 2-0 to Rangers.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Look away for a second there. Let's see this.
From Morelos. Does he finish from there?
Oh, it's a lovely finish.
2-0. And I said to you, if St Mirren don't get through the first 15... It could be 4 or 5.
Yep, it could be 2-0 Rangers.
This just screams to me. You see them all the time when teams are closing and they're flying with confidence. They'll now all want to get in the act. They know now that they might not have to kick a ball again and they'll win the title. So that's just unbelievable. And even if they don't win it tomorrow, what a confidence boost it could be going to Parkhead next week.
David Hunter, turn it off. Turn it off.
Turn it off.
I don't want to see it. Turn it off.
Off. Just get it off.
Off. We'll just talk shit. Off.
The Saints can get back in this.
They could get.
They won
3-2.
They won 3-2 back in November.
Istanbul.
Was it November?
Istanbul. No. So Rangers up 2-0.
Two great finishes.
Two very good finishes and very quick concession as well. They are flying.
Two players we highlighted right at the start, Kenton.
And here's a point I wanted to come up to now to talk about. It's quite a scary thought heading into the derby. They could do bits. They could do things.
They absolutely could. I wonder if John Kennedy will try and just do the same game plan they did in the January, because they were the better team until they went down to 10 men. So, but my thing at the time was I can't see Rangers not being able to cope with that next time round. They're so tactically, they can kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
They can pick it up. They can.
Yeah, they can change things tactically to stop Celtic from doing that to them. They can find another way. But I'll be interested to see what John Kennedy does, because he's not just going to set up like he'll set up tomorrow. He will try and come together with a plan on how to stop Rangers. That's the stage it's got to. And I don't know how he's going to do that. Certainly because, if he was going to do a diamond, who would he play?
I would just love to see Forrest back, so that we could play.
What is the script with him? He was supposed to be
He's back on grass, he's training.
He wasn't training for it was a month ago.
But I don't know if he's match ready yet, Lewis Laird will have more of an idea, probably.
Yes.
Was
Lewis at the press conference yesterday?
Oh, aye. McGinley's saying both in terms of outfits, we've both got nice screamers on.
Absolute screamers.
Hot rod.
Yeah.
I love Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. Rowdy Ronda.
Aye, absolutely tremendous. David, where's your hammer?
My hammer?
Big Tom, I don't know. Your hammer.
Don't know.
You got a thing about hammers? I don't know.
Don't know.
Don't have any clue, mate. He's just asking what your hammer is. I don't get it. Don't get it, mate. Aye, so 2-0 up over here. It's easy picking.
And they'll just need a point at Derby now, won't they?
What's been your thoughts on Nathan Patterson?
Really well. Done really, really well. It's probably unfortunate for him that Tavernier will be back soon, because if he puts a run together, we talk about the Scotland right back spot being a bit empty. If he put a run together, who knows? He could have been in the conversation. He won't be, but he could have been if he'd gone and played every game training of the season and played well. You not agree?
I agree.
You agree, just reluctantly.
Reluctantly,
I agree. Because that spot is the big question mark in the Scotland squad, isn't it?
Yeah, that is, I suppose.
I think Ross McCrory could give him a shout, but he's not played that much. He's not played at right wing back that much.
Mark Docherty's joined in the stream. He's said, "I hate my life and I hate Cooper."
Well, you got to sit Mirren on to win, like. He's probably got Hibs on, but yeah.
It probably does. Lewis Laird, Forrest returned to training, but his rehab had a bit of a setback. Close to return to the squad again. If he's available for the derby.
Another one for the Euros as well that needs to get a run of games, because he won't make the next Scotland squad.
The thing is, I was thinking about this earlier on today, and it's actually interesting you brought it up now, because I was just having a wee thought to myself. Forrest kind of needed that Scotland squad, in a sense. We've not got a lot of right-handed players, and he's kind of.
We don't really play.
I know, but you like that option being there, don't you? It's better than sending McGinn out right-hand side.
The optimum thing is, it's good for the squad, but the optimum thing would be for Clark would be Christie off the right and Fraser off the left if he was going to do that.
Yeah, true. Ball over the top. Was he onside?
Jack Anick as well. God, were those hands inside the box?
I don't know.
Touch and go.
It looked a wee bit dodgy.
Morelos press now, but that's the third or fourth time Rangers have done them with that ball over the top. Now, if you're a lower team, that's probably disrespectful to St Mirren, but a team of St Mirren's calibre coming to Ibrox, you can't get done with balls in behind, surely not.
CJ Novo's in the chat. CJ is loving it. You're right, Ryan. I'll be back at half time to talk about Ryan Kent. Aye.
Cracking goal. See, there's no social distancing in there at all.
Nah, there is not. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
That's very poor.
Well, they've seen outside the stadium. They've thought, fuck it. Aye.
Game's gone, mate. The game's
fucking gone.
Do you think they're all still outside the ground?
I don't know, actually. Surely the police have tried to clear it a bit.
It didn't look like a track. I mean,
I'm
to be fair to the police, it's not enough what they could have done.
Nah, no, true. Aye, not true. God, CJ's getting it tight. He only turned up for a second. Get a boy peace, man. Done nothing right.
He was
apart from being a Rangers fan.
Yeah, of course, it's a fundamental flaw in society. Twitch. Everyone's on the Twitch, man. Every man and their dog's on the Twitch just now. It's just every time I go on Twitch, everyone's on. And it just seems like randomers in society, like reasonably famous, have started streaming COD. So you've got like
Andy
Halliday, Ryan Jack, Declan Gallagher's always on.
See, Lana Wolf wants to start.
Does she?
Aye.
But then you've got like I went on the other day and fucking Gaz from Geordie Shore was streaming Warzone.
Really?
The game's gone.
The game is gone. That's it. It's annoying that I've started when everybody's starting.
Aye.
Granted, you could put me in the same.
Probably not stream Warzone though. That just wouldn't be good.
I've done it.
I know, but
Big me and Big Kido.
Your talent's probably done.
Mate, what are you trying to say? I don't critique you and Streaming FM.
Am I a bad FM streamer? I probably am. Well, it depends which save I'm doing.
No, I think you're quite good, mate.
I just when I actually do stream. Morelos could be in here. I
looked down for a second. That's a shite finish.
That was push.
Aye.
Right.
Game's no going wit. Ryan McGinley, James Arthur streaming. Aye, James Arthur, I know. James Arthur, that's right. I know, it's a good way to make money, isn't it?
Easy, very easy.
People, they'll be loving it. They don't care about it. They just want the money.
Yeah.
I bet.
Spit like yourself.
Sorry, I mean.
No, just exactly what it says.
On that note, you can donate to the channel if you choose. Aye, we need a Celtic Lana Wolf. Christ, David.
Paul Tillman's Twitch yet. That's the last time I'm ever going to say his name on this channel. I'm annoyed at myself that I just did. Beast from the East wasn't a storm, it was that fucking weirdo. The worst thing about him is not even him, it's the guys that fucking blindly defend the freaks. Anyway, let's stop talking.
I thought this was a football stream.
I know, but
I thought you said you want to talk about football, so let's talk about football.
Well, I like the chat about,
life and politics and all the rest of it.
The comings and goings.
And the comings and goings.
Here goes Kent again, now he run. He's going to hit it on the left. No, he's not.
He's not. He's going to slip it backwards. Ball out wide. It was nicely spotted, but will they get much from it?
I was quite happy at my rant on Politim, so I've made him happy for a day.
Yeah, I made him happy. He's frozen again. We'll come back with 3-0 here.
Just stop telling them it's frozen. We're going to at least present.
They can tell when you're gone.
At least present the image. I could be doing could be doing the volume and the.
Oh aye, the bits and the goings.
Tell you what, you should see the living room now.
I've spent a fortune on it.
Aye. Fucking freaks buying flowers, nothing.
Plants, plastic plants, plants, not flowers, plants.
Watching the UFC tonight, boys. Ryan hates UFC.
I'm not a UFC man, nah. I will watch it, and I don't mind watching it.
I'm not going to watch it tonight because I wouldn't stay up specifically to watch UFC. But if I was having a wee beverage, I would probably watch it.
Well, there you go. Kathleen David, lads.
Almost. But no, I probably won't watch it. I'm a bit amazed that Amanda Nunes isn't the main event because she is like the GOAT, isn't she? So, and I think UFC is one of the sports where I find the women's thing just as interesting. I think the women's fights. The last UFC card I watched, the McGregor card, the women's fights are better than the men's fights.
Robert 1972 asking, do we still live together?
A lobby. No, we are just disgracefully breaking social distancing rules.
Yes. Well, actually, technically, this is allowed, isn't it? Technically,
yes, because creators are allowed exemptions. But I mean, you'd be fucking pushing it to call me a creator. I know,
exactly. I mean, I'm more of a.
All I do is create fucking COD classes. That's about all I create.
That was good.
That was smashing. Totally a foul there. Who's the ref to the incident? I haven't actually checked.
I don't know. There's no John Beaton anyway.
Like a mouse.
Tell you that for nothing.
It's a
staunch captain's armband they've got,
isn't it? Tell. It's not Bobby Madden because he'd be.
Look at that. Why have they not got a normal armband? What's that about? Get a fucking normal armband on.
What's wrong with it? There's Gary Mack.
Staunch, innit?
What a player.
What a player,
What a player, Gary Mack. What a player, but underrated. Very underrated. So good. But yeah, St Mirren have not really created an awful lot here. They're very much doing what I thought they would do. Jim Goodwin would come and try and have a go and get up in Rangers' faces because they're playing quite high up the park, which
you can see that
is very admirable. And no doubt Stephen Gerrard will come out post-match and say that he really respected the way that St Mirren set up. Well, no fucking wonder, Stephen, because they'll let you have 2 goals inside 15 minutes. It annoys me when Celtic and Rangers managers do that, when they come out and praise teams that make it fucking easy for them. At least they tried to play. Well, fucking course you loved it. Dear me. What else have we got the chat here?
Kyle Lafferty finally scores for Kelly, apparently.
Why is these my flash scores?
Have you got the notifications turned off?
It's 2. Well, let's go through this. It's 2-0 to Arbroath.
Me.
Mikey McKenna with a penalty. Innes Cameron scored again for Alloa. That's a good opening goal for them against Neil McCann's Inverness. Let's get up here. And we've got, so St John's still 1-0 to the good. And Kyle Lafferty, on the day that Rangers could be taking a massive step towards his title, has scored for Kilmarnock against Ross.
Have you not noticed that how everything is unravelled? It's also just been very staunch.
Yes. The fact that the league could be won at Tannery's tomorrow, I think, is particularly poetic. Celtic and Rangers have both done it there, have they not, recently? I thought that was fucking fireworks or something there. It was pigeons. Pigeons, yeah.
I thought it was fireworks.
Let me see if I've got flash code notification. Somebody did say something about the one football not working, so maybe it's a bug with all the scoring apps. 25
minutes gone. Rangers have a corner kick while David tries to fix his flash.
The notifications are on, so maybe I should just keep flash scores open and you should keep
Fault Mob.
Yes.
Corner for Borna Barisic, ball in the box from the corner. It's Goldson's a good delivery. Goldson up there.
Keep like normal. A 50 pence piece though, and it's wide.
What were you saying I have to do?
Yeah, just keep the comments up. I'll keep flash score up.
Alright, cool.
Oh, it's 1-1 at Alloa, and Inverness have got back in it. It's, what's that, 4 goals in the Championship?
Neil McCann is correct, yeah?
Yeah, so, I mean, Alloa at home, We didn't do prediction for the Championship, did we? But Hearts Dundee is another big game today. Probably the second biggest game in the country today. No Naismith, no Jamie Walker on the bench for Hearts today. But interesting.
It's weird when you think back to the last ever one we done of this. The talk Scott, it was match day 7, I believe, in the Premiership.
The gap was probably about 4 points at that point, maybe 7.
How young and naive I was.
Yes, how right I was.
Right, you don't need to rub it in, mate.
Well, listen.
That's what I love, right? And this isn't a dig at. Well, that is a dig at Rangers fans a bit, but it's still out Rangers fans. I've always said the Rangers thoroughly deserve a title this season. They've outplayed everybody. They could go for an invincible season for fuck's sake, right?
Well,
they're very well deserved, right? But see when people turn up my predictions video and they're like, how fucking wrong could you be? As if I've not predicted 4 of the last 5 seasons. Oh, fucking hell, there, aye. Christ. Well done, Conley.
Stuck into him, man.
No, but people are like, I got 4 of the last 5 seasons, right? He's peace.
Yeah, and also I don't think any Rangers fans could have predicted this either.
No, not the way it's went, anyway. Maybe predicted winning the league, but not this way. I don't think anybody's seen it happening this way.
It does feel like we've flown in. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago where we thought, well, listen, Celtic still could.
Yep,
if they win this game, they win the... But it actually just fell apart so quickly.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't even like it was some of the draws they were having that were kind of killing them.
Yep.
It all fell apart really.
Conley, well, yeah, Celtic fan now.
Yeah. Even like the Livy game, I still remember before the Livy game thinking, well, listen, the 2 Livy games, if they won both of them, who knows? But it fucking went from that to just like no chance and so quick. It's a testament to how relentless Rangers have been. It's a corner whipped in, it's cleared by Morelos.
135 people here live at the moment. Thank you very much for joining us this fine Saturday afternoon. Rangers 2, St Mirren 0 here at Ibrox Park. And Rangers
here at Ibrox Park.
Here at Ibrox Park, yes. At Ibrox Park. We're of course watching as St Mirren try and find a way back into the game. They've been a bit more positive over the last 5 minutes or so, but Rangers firmly in cruise control. Yep. Gerard will be watching on from the director's box with a big
Jim
grin.
Goodwin. I mean, he's a handsome man, but he could be doing with a wee haircut just now, Jim.
So could we all, but I mean, I'm a handsome man.
No, but listen, we can't. None of us can pull it off with Jim Goodwin can. What?
So here, do you want to know something? I found this hack. Well, I never found it. It was on TikTok. Do you know you can find out who's liked you in Tinder with it buying Tinder Gold?
Can you?
Aye.
How'd you do that?
It's like hacking, basically.
Aye. Nikolai Todorov that scored for Inverness, incidentally.
Is it? I don't know why I brought that up, but I thought I would.
Oh no, expand on it. People love it when you talk about it. I've never done a stream with you ever on this channel where you haven't talked about Tinder.
Everybody's losing their mind in the chat. People talk about vaccines. We've had David say he got his vaccine today. Jenna McDonald saying get my vaccine next Friday. And then from there it's just kicked off. But aye, no, good to hear. I mean, I want my vaccine. I want it back. Now you're laughing at it. You're right. I'm looking forward to getting a vaccine, you know that?
Oh yeah. I need to register with a doctor.
I know you've not got a fucking doctor. The Brigton Health Centre's just down the road.
I know. Oh aye, yeah, well, I mean, you walk through Brigton, you're safe from the vaccine, I tell you. You don't have to worry what's in it if you walk through there, sure.
What?
Nothing. I thought you'd like that. I'm going to get stuck for that in the chat.
Right, anyway, let's know. Send in questions. Look, we've got about 15 minutes left and a half. Lewis Laird, the period between October until Lennon went will forever haunt us. And spot on. Absolutely spot on. The fact that we did have a chance to do something coming back from Dubai, and because of that trip destroyed every hope of that, is symbolic. But we'll move on past it. Get your questions in just now for us, and we'll have a wee...
So it was Nikolai Todorov who scored for Inverness. I think he scored 1 against Dundee as well, maybe the consolation there. What else have we got? Any other goals? I don't know why Flash scores doesn't give me notifications. It's really kind of annoying me a little bit. But yeah, St Mirren try to play up in the back, fair play to them. But they could, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure it's how I would set up if I was Jim Goodwin today. I get why he's done it, but at the same time, who knows?
Oh, good question from Lazar Aqua, who says, to this point, who would be your young player of the year and player of the year in the Scottish Premiership? If you're talking player of the year, then it's clearly got to be Scott Brown. I predicted it at the start of the season.
I predicted either Mohamed El Yunusi or Ryan Jack. So both of them were pretty far off. Ryan Jack, he was fit the whole way through.
Yeah, he had struggled with injuries. Oh, I think it was bang on with Brown.
In all seriousness, it wasn't miles off.
Player of the year I would give to James Tavernier.
Yeah,
I'd give it to James Tavernier.
And
young player of the year I would give to... young player of the year is a tough one, isn't it? David Turnbull.
If Turnbull had played a month or so more,
David Turnbull.
I don't think he's played quite enough.
Nah, I'd give it to Turnbull.
I think. What is the young player age bracket? Where does it stop?
23, innit?
What age Ryan Kent?
23 or 24.
If he's 23, then it's Ryan Kent, isn't it? So.
Do you think Kent's been better than Turnbull?
Yes. Of course he has.
Think so?
Yeah, he's played all the way through. He's been key to everything Rangers do. You watch them play now, everything goes through Ryan Kent. You've seen it so far today.
Getting a few suggestions in. So we've got Kieran saying Tav. We've got Brody saying Shane Duffy.
Steve Davis for me, player of the year.
Declan Cairn saying Goldson. Ross saying David Turnbull for Scotland squad.
Cameron's going again.
Was the camera going again? That's not.
Goldson and Davis, the two that came in my head. Davis, though, for me, just I love Steve Davis.
I mean, if you take Turnbull out that Celtic team, we wouldn't even be finishing second.
Of course, but I mean, he wasn't in the Celtic team for about 3.5 months. So.
Oh, good ball over the top. He can get on the end of it here. He can get on the end of it. He's brought it down.
Lovely touch again.
Big man's using his body though. Really well
Shaughnessy,
done.
I think. Or it was
McCarthy. It was Conor McCarthy.
And he wins the goal kick as well. That.
Kent's 24. He's out running, mate.
Yeah, Turnbull maybe then. I'm just trying to think if there's anyone else from another club. I hate just picking Celtic and Rangers players for this. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else, but I can't even.
There's none off the top of this year that stand out. Nisbet was going good for a while. Could have had himself up. Oh, is he 24? He's 23.
Yeah,
no, it has to be Turnbull. I mean, I know you want to look at other clubs,
probably.
But
I just think with
he's been absolutely unbelievable.
He has been fantastic.
Get more questions in. Let's move on from the
Ayer. Somebody shouted Ayer. I'm not sure. I know Ayer's good, and I know Celtic fans love him, but he's made so many mistakes leading to goals this season. It's kind of you could never nominate him.
Josh Doig's a shout from Jack McGregor.
Josh Doig is my nomination for Young Player of the Year. There you go.
Over Turnbull?
Yes.
Nonsense.
Played so many games. He's been unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he has been unbelievable.
He's been good.
He's been unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you come in and not Lewis Stevenson at that Hibs team who's been a stalwart for like 10 years.
It's not fucking hard to replace Lewis Stevenson.
That's a bit disrespectful of Hibs. But that logic, then no one ever can fucking win it outside Celtic and Rangers.
No, they can, but Turnbull is I think Turnbull's been better than Doig.
Maybe in the games he's played, but I don't think he's played enough. Maybe.
Anyway, well, let's move on. More questions. Fire them in the chat.
1-0 to the watery farts.
Oh, the jam taps.
And Devante Cole scored from Motherwell against Livingston from the penalty spot. I think this notification's starting to work now. So I predicted a Motherwell win, I think. So did you? Yeah, you said... No, you said 2 each.
2 each, that's right.
Queen of the South got a goal back against Arbroath. It's 2-1 there. And obviously Hearts 1-0 up on Dundee Storers.
Predictions for Bayern and Dortmund later on. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes,
might give it a wee watch before I go live.
Here comes Ryan Kent. Drives into the box, back for Morelos. For Hadji.
Do you know what's unbelievable?
It's a arms round there.
The fact that we are 32 minutes into this game, right?
Yeah.
Not one person has asked where's the FM
safe. Goldson on a big... someone did ask it earlier. Big intervention from Goldson there. If you missed that, St Mirren are going to be in there right in the halfway line. But yeah, that was promised, and I thought.
I didn't say I must have missed it. I've not
Lewis Ferguson, yeah, maybe Lewis Ferguson's tailed off a little bit recently, to be fair, but he would have been a shout. And it was Andy Halliday who scored for Hearts. Would you believe it? You were just saying about staunchness today. Lafferty scored, now Halliday scored.
So funny.
It's written in the stars.
I don't find it
Abdel
funny.
Obalai has scored for Queen of the South. He's been in great form for them recently.
No, there's Declan Cairn spamming it now. They're not spamming it, but capturing it.
Save. To be confirmed.
To be confirmed.
Oh, St Mirren could be in here. Why isn't he past it, Connolly? Bit of pace from
Connolly.
That's
good here. He's done well
he hits, there. And it's low and
just
wide.
Across the face.
What a burst of pace there from Connolly.
Very impressive. Very impressive. He's
was it McGrath? I don't know which one it is. They look very similar, these St Mirren players. Shaughnessy and McCarthy look very similar, and McGrath and Connolly look very similar, just when you're kind of watching from up here.
Yep.
And it was Connolly, though. Where's the FM chief?
Oh, what do
Shut up. PGW, what have you just seen on Twitter, mate? Let us know.
Down.
I'm telling him to shut up about the FM save, pa. I've had enough of that. I really wish we'd have... See, if we'd have known we were going to get this working, I wish we could have got some snacks, you know? Even a wee juice or something.
Well, I've got snacks.
I don't even have a wee juice or anything.
I've got water.
I might go and get a wee bottle of water.
But for the shops?
No, I've got a bottle of water in there.
Right, I was going at half time. I was going to give it 10 minutes.
Oh, so. I'll give it 10 minutes.
Give it 10 minutes.
Who'd have had Ruth coming on here?
Somebody says, hopefully none of this today. What's this? Oh, that was last night.
what was that last night?
That was last night, aye.
Didn't they had an interesting stream last night?
It was good, aye.
Yeah.
It's oh fuck, what's that?
What?
That's what's been. What the fuck is that? What is that? What I've seen it. Is that what they're talking about? Excited at the thought of winning the league or getting ready to vote with Lana Wolf. Oh my God almighty, that's not real, surely.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm putting that in the chat. What the fuck? That's it. Lads, it's been a pleasure joining you today.
Game's gone.
Game's gone. The game is gone.
Nobody click on that link. Fuck.
Oh. No, I'm not putting it in the chat as in the YouTube chat. I mean our group chat.
Oh.
Oh my God almighty. Jesus Christ.
Listen.
I can't quite believe what I've just seen.
I feel violated.
I feel violated.
Sus, very sus. Rangers are throwing in and I said, yeah, good one. I was just saying earlier, it does look good, but he needs that slick backside.
So do we all, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'll be a dangerous guy.
I'm gonna start leaving it a bit messier on top because I need the fringe to hide the reason the hairline.
Of course I've seen the fucking hairline.
I know, but yeah, the fringe hides it a little bit more than when I've got it cut.
Yes, that's how fringes work.
I know. So, but that's what I'm telling you. I'm gonna.
Thanks for informing.
That's the one thing lockdown's done is I need to kind of because I've got the growth.
Lewis Laird's made a very valid point. Game's fully gone. 30-point deduction if you ask me for that.
Listen, Sturgeon must condemn.
Sturgeon must condemn.
Against.
That's a second yellow. Not for that. For Sturgeon.
Who's that? McCarthy? Yeah.
What a player.
What's his name? No, is it Stephen McLean? The referee. I think it's Stephen McLean. Or is it? Oh, it's Stephen McLean. I think. Ryan McGinley got a haircut today. Ooh.
He's mad, is it? There's a camera, wait. Keep them entertained.
I was going to ask for our details, but you might take that wrong. I don't mean it in a bad way, Ryan, but if she gives you a decent haircut, listen, you're amongst friends here. Alan McGregor's got a telling off from referee Stephen McLean.
McLean.
I wonder if McGregor's going to shout that that's discrimination again.
Right, we've got about 9 minutes to half time. Any talking
points?
There's
a goal at Ross County, and it's Billy Mackay for Ross County's levelled it up. It's 1 each up there in Dingwall, and did one of us say 1 each? I feel like I said draw.
I said 1-0 Ross County.
I said 0-0.
I said 1-0.
0-0 or 1 each. I said one of the two. Anyway.
I said 1-0.
And it's 2 each up at Gayfield and Arbroath. Queen's House from 2-0 down. They've made it 2-2. Two on-form teams, obviously, in the Championship. And they have both got 2 goals so far this afternoon, so that's interesting. The only thing about flash scores is you don't get the goal scorer through straight away sometimes.
Right, well, anyway, 37 minutes gone. Rangers currently passing the ball in the back. Hollander looks to hit it long. He does hit it long, and it's going to go to Ryan Kent. No, it's not. It's intercepted out of play. No, St Mirren have done quite well there, keeping it in. St Mirren maybe a little bit of patience. No, intercepted in the middle of the park by Goldson, who's pushed quite high, and he's done well to turn his man there, and he's kept a hold of it. He's like Bambi here on ice.
Oh, he's going for a push there, though. He wins the foul. Well, it might have been a booking, actually.
Yeah, but you're kind of lashed out a little there with a push.
Yeah, frustration, at least.
Yeah, of course.
What's that guy called Quaver?
Big Quaver toes.
Big Quaver toes.
Our knowledge of the game is outstanding.
Yes, it is absolutely superb.
Absolutely
It's the lack of doing regular podcasts means that I'm miles off it in terms of knowing what's going on these days. So I'm interested to know if this second Queen of South goal scorer was, if it was Big Willie Gibson again, because he's been flying.
Big Willie.
Big Willie, yeah, what a player. He was back in the day, still is.
What do you think about Mike Cock?
Yeah, a cracking player. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Coxon's the best one. Goldson
could
be
good ball.
No, just wide.
Just wide.
They're loving that bottom corner this afternoon. That's
they are. It's like a magnet. The ball's trying its best.
Quick first half.
So when are we doing a darts live stream? When are we going to set up the cam link on the board and just sit and play darts?
And see fucking you take 38 darts to hit single one. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to see
sorry. Because you're much better at hitting doubles.
Listen, whenever I go to hit doubles, I'm never far off. But I just can't hit them to save my life. If we're playing, my scoring is pretty good now. I think my average is up over, must be 50, between 50 and 60 now, I think my average now. It was about 40 when we first started playing.
Now it looks as though Goldson's down with a wee injury here. Is it Goldson or is it St Mirren?
It's like it's kind of trapped underneath. No, I think Goldson might be okay.
I think, is it? No, it's Goldson, it's down.
It's a leg like it trapped underneath.
Looks as though he's playing a bit with his ankle a bit here. That's a fucking loud motor, that.
Wouldn't be one that you'd want to take a risk on if you were Mr. Gerrard.
No, it would not be, especially with Europe coming up as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing Balogun's the bench this afternoon. I'd imagine so. And lovely boots Goldson's got on, I have to say. Big fan of them. Tempos, love it. Classy. Very comfy Tempos. I had a pair of Tempos back in the day.
I had a pair of Tempos back in the day as well.
And nice and comfy.
Yep. Liked them. Enjoyed them.
Trying to think of the best boots I've ever had. The best boots I've ever had.
He's still got a mask on him.
He doesn't. No, maybe exempt.
That's right.
He is the only one there without a mask on. So, I mean, but there is no distance in that. I mean, I don't care. They don't have to fucking sit in the director's box. All stands empty. Leave Gerrard in there and fucking the rest of them space out. You know what I'm saying?
It's the least of our concerns, David, I suppose.
But, I mean, Sturgeon must condemn.
Yeah, Sturgeon must give out the second yellow card.
Jim Goodwin testing a turf there. Maybe he's gone on for a wee kick.
The season should be null and voided.
If you had a game, right? If you put the 12 managers in the top flight, let's do the 22 managers from the top flight of the Championship, and you put them and you had to make 2 teams. Like, who do you think would be the best player? So Gerrard would obviously be the best.
Hell yes.
And then by a fucking considerable distance.
Yes.
Who do you think would be the next best just now?
Well, it wouldn't be John Kennedy because his knee's gone.
I think Jim Goodwin would be alright. Jim Goodwin would be decent. Graham Alexander I think would still be decent.
Yeah.
I think
Guinness.
I think Stevie Crawford could probably still kick a ball. He's in decent enough shape. Peter Grant's in decent enough shape, but he's a bit old.
Didn't even give me a fucking chance to answer you.
I said kind of joy. I wasn't. Oh, I thought we were just having a discussion.
Dick Campbell.
Dick Campbell would probably, he'd just be the manager. I mean, there's 22. Oh, with 22 Chris needs to play somewhere. Trying to think who else would be good in the Championship.
Robbie Nielsen.
No chance.
Right, Nielsen would.
Nah, wouldn't be up to much. Alan Johnson at Queens might be okay. Yeah, Jay could probably kick a ball. Trying to think who else in the Prem. McKinnon's no chance.
Callum Davidson.
Callum Davidson. He would be the second best. There you go. He's fit as a fiddle, that guy. And also, Callum Davidson apparently is amazing at like every sport. Apparently, he's like unbelievable at tennis, at golf, at everything. He's just one of them that's so good at everything.
Nice.
So, yeah, Dunbline's best sportsman. Callum Davidson.
As we approach half time, we're in the 41st minute. If you haven't already, make sure to hit like and subscribe if you're new and you're watching just live to see our reactions to the game. We've got more content coming over the next couple of weeks. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, share it out. If you can, you can donate to it, and make sure to follow the Twitter on screen, and you can follow
Twitter and the Instagram are the same.
The Twitter and Instagram are the same, and you can also follow me and David if you can be bothered finding our details.
That's a good ball, that.
Mark Kerr would be decent, but obviously got sacked last week.
Yeah, but even he was still playing, but yeah, he's been sacked.
Tommy Wright.
No, Dick Campbell, Tommy Wright probably sit this one out, I think. I think who else wouldn't be very good in the Championship?
Mickey Mellon.
Mickey Mellon, yeah, I don't see him being up to much. But like, yeah, I can imagine.
Martindale.
He just kicked fuck out of everyone. I think Jim Goodwin, Callum Davidson, Stevie G, Graham Alexander. I'm going to back Crawford. I think Crawford would be alright still.
Neil McCann could be alright.
Oh, Neil McCann. There you go. He'd be one of the best. He'd probably be up there without a doubt. Keeps himself in good shape. Still looks like he could play, Neil McCann. Quite in shape, to be fair. Although it's been 10 years since he played for Dundee when he came out of retirement. Keep that in there, surely.
Ryan Kent's keeping that in. Rangers going forward, right on the brink of half time. Ryan Kent with a delivery over wide. It's going to be brought down by Patterson.
What's he doing over there?
I don't know. He's been on left the whole game.
Oh, lovely from Barisic.
Nice from Barisic. Back to Patterson, who's been spending a lot of time out on that left hand side today. Patterson now with a back heel. Not as good as Barisic.
I thought he would have whipped that in straight away, Barisic, but obviously
not as good as Barisic is. I don't think there's enough pace to the ball to give it a first time hit.
Scuffed it a wee bit.
Okay,
they're pigeons there.
I know, aye.
They fucking almost intercepted
somebody dropping breadcrumbs along the park.
Fuck me. What's the expected goals of the pigeons this afternoon?
Look at them. Fuck me.
Yeah.
That's the nest, something to do.
Oh, half time. Oh, I thought it was a goal. It's half time. It's at Johnston. Saints 1, Hibs 0. So my prediction looking decent so far.
Looking decent, aye. Follow me, follow you.
So there's not been any other goals.
There's knowing me, knowing you, not follow me, follow you. I'm thinking of
knowing me, knowing you.
Follow me, follow me. You know.
When you started singing "Follow" there, I was getting a bit concerned.
No,
like you celebrated the Kent goal.
Follow me, leave your homes and family, leave your fishing nets and boats upon the shore.
Look at the pigeons there. What a position they're picking up the right wing. Goodwin's going to need to get that line up because they're going to play everyone on side.
Let's see, any questions? We roll up for half time. Get your questions ready for half time because, of course, half time we'll spend a lot of the time going through your questions, as we do throughout the entire stream, of course, but we'll spend a lot more time. I love how we're just two rambling old cunts.
Yeah. Half time at Tynecastle, Hearts 1, Dundee 0.
This is literally the YouTube version of Off the Ball.
Oh, what a ball that is. Hadji
that
played that ball into a cracking pass, but good defending there from, is it Durmus, I think?
I think it's Tashi.
Huh?
Tashi.
Big Boris.
Tashi, big Boris, you know him, man, you know Boris.
Rare player. Half time at Alloa, 1-1 in that game. So, actually, the results for Dunfermline so far are pretty good. Dundee getting beat is a good thing for us.
Callum Craig asking when's the karaoke.
We'll get McCluskey onto the karaoke.
Get McCluskey down and see if he wants to.
Yeah.
Corner kick for Rangers right on the end of the half as we approach half time. Ball swung in. I don't think it'll amount to much, will it?
Malander wins a header, but they can't
That'll
get the
be Jack Annick's ball.
Yeah. If you're Jim Goodwin, what are you taking from this first half?
I'm taking from they need to be tighter. They need to get to their men quicker. Well, they've kind of fixed that. They've actually done quite well, but they didn't do it at first, and that's how they conceded 2 goals.
The numbers are getting forward here. They're trying to play.
I think that St Mirren have to keep doing what they're doing. If they want to try and get back in the game, this is the right approach going forward, keeping a high line.
Yeah, because we're not at the stage where it's a
But what they need to do in the second half is they have to learn from those 2 mistakes, and they have been. They've been doing it better, but they need to get close to their man.
The first goal was a mistake.
I think he's not close enough to his man for me.
He is. He just gets sold. He gets done. He's right beside him, and he gets done with the drop of the shoulder.
Doesn't do enough.
Maybe not. Maybe as a unit they should have pushed up a little bit more rather than an individual. That's great from Kamara. Does really, really well at Kamara. What age is Glenn Kamara? 26 maybe?
Something like that, I think.
What a first half comeback for Queen of the South from 2-0 down. It is 3-2 to Queens.
I told you I fancied them this week. As we come to half time, PJW, how can I be as Ryan, why are you so hipster and cool with your Venice FC away kit?
All he wears is football tops.
Yes.
Somebody asked me that the other day, does Ryan wear anything other than football tops?
What did you answer?
I don't know.
Just like wearing football tops, mate. I feel comfortable in them, you know.
Yeah, each their own.
I collect them. I might as well get my money's worth out them.
Yeah, I was going to go.
Plus, it's like one of those ones as well. Because we're in lockdown, I don't have anywhere to wear nice stuff to or wear t-shirts to. And why would I spend my time ironing t-shirts where I don't need to iron a football shirt? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just shove it on. And I think that'll be half time. Ibrox now. Rangers go in to the tunnel with a 2-goal lead over St Mirren. And Jim Goodwin will be thinking to himself, well, they're giving it a good bash.
Yes, they are. I mean, they're having a go, but I mean, it's not great. Aberdeen, we're just obviously we've paid for every game this afternoon, completely legitimate. And Aberdeen have got a free kick here. We just switched over that game. 0-0. I mean, you said 0-0 for this game. I said 1-0 to the Dandy Dons. So I did. Both of them are looking like
viable,
reasonable predictions so far. But Aberdeen have got a free kick right on half time. Johnny Hayes is going to whip it in.
Right,
Dapo Mabude who scored for
did he? This a fucking staunch day, I'm telling you, man.
Scorers, man.
Fuck me. So I
big diagonal from Hayes.
Do you remember when we used to do the summer streams? We would get to the point in the stream where every so and so I would ask a question like, what's your favourite flavour of crisp? What's your favourite pint? What's your favourite blah blah?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to go ahead into the kitchen and get myself a bottle of water. Right, and when I'm back, I have a question of all questions. Now everybody in the chat is going to get water.
I think I should just go and get your water because I'm going to sit in my room and get something anyway. I know your water's kept.
Right, that's fine. He knows me too well.
It's in the fridge.
I've got a question. I've got a question of all questions for David when he's back. My eyes are a bit sore here, so pardon me for rubbing them. It's just me crying at the fact Rangers are going to win the league this weekend. I'm joking. So make sure you get some questions. How far can Rangers go in Europe? Well, they can, with favourable draws, they can go as far as they like, can't they? They can go as far as semi-finals if they get a favourable draw. I reckon that they will get to the quarter-finals this year. In my opinion, I think they'll get to the quarter-finals. It's a staunch day. Ryan, check WhatsApp. CJ is saying something to the WhatsApp, so CJ is going to be with us prematurely, but momentarily here. CJ has sent to the WhatsApp group. Get it up, you Ryan Fitzsimons. Screamer from Ken. Ryan Morelos mocking 10 in a row is beautiful. I think.
Did he give it the 10? Did he? That's very good.
Do you remember what Thingy said?
What was that?
What's his face? Irvin Welsh.
About Morelos. Controversial. Very controversial.
CJ getting his piece in there. That sounds
Where's he getting? Tell you what, I didn't see us talking about CJ's piece in this.
Piece and Chris.
Piece and sausage. Hope somebody's clipped that.
Hope not.
CJ's got his piece in there, yeah, and that's getting clipped. Yeah, fair play.
Right.
Oh, cracking. Absolutely cracking. We're both in the strawberry flavoured water today.
I love the strawberry flavoured water.
Yeah, I'm warming it.
Anyway, right, okay. Question of all questions. Let chat you can get involved in this and then get your questions in. We'll use half time to answer as many questions as possible. But it's time for Ryan 118 silly question of the day, and it's number 1 of today, David. What is the best ABBA song?
Oh, great question.
Good question, huh?
Thank you for the music.
Thank you for the music?
Yeah.
Really? It's a quick answer.
Yeah.
I think
I'm going to stick with that. Or Voulez-Vous, one of the two. Voulez-Vous, thank you for the music. No music. Yeah, I'm going to say thank you for the music.
Thank you for the music. Mine's would be Does Your Mother Know?
Okay.
That's
check.
mine. That's an absolute belter. Johnny English. If you've ever seen it.
Yeah, dreadful film.
What? It's not a dreadful film. Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Declan Cairns saying, take a chance on me.
Yes. If you change your mind.
Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Oh, I thought you were going to keep going. Anyway, so get your questions in now. Feel free to answer about your favourite ABBA song. David saying, thank you for the music. Me saying, does your mother know? Christ, we've lost our way. Get your questions in the comments now. For half time, we'll have a wee Q&A session before the second half commences at Ibrox. Rangers 2, St Mirren 0. Get your questions in.
Yeah, the questions in.
So the answers coming in now.
Chiquita says Ryan McGinley. Take a chance on me, Declan Cairns.
Do you know it's a good one as well? Ring, ring, why don't you give me a call? It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a cracker.
It's a belter.
How can you not like Abba, man? How could you not?
Oh, I don't get it. So I'm good mates with obviously Fitzy and Fatboy Beans
Really versus Big Dog
for the Fitz Been Happening podcast, and they had Littlest Chitting on. You know Littlest Chitting from TikTok.
Yes.
They had Littlest Chitting on for the podcast, and Fitzy was bringing up that he thinks that Abba are like rotten, and I was so offended. He thinks that he just thinks they're terrible.
The hoop of happiness.
The
loop of long life.
Ring.
Are we doing a watch-along for Celtic tomorrow? Probably not, I'm guessing.
No, probably. Well, I might. I don't know. I've been thinking about this.
I might not be invited, that's what we're saying.
Well, we'll see. It'll be 12 o'clock, it'll be early on, man. You'd have to get us up a bit.
I'll watch a lot again, probably.
Anyway, right, question time. I'll come on to that later on tonight when I'm streaming. Jack Hendry for the Scotland squad at the end of the month. Ask Lewis Laird.
Why not?
Absolutely not. That's my answer.
But Grant Hanley might get in.
Absolutely not.
So, I mean, if he's...
I would rather they pick David Buick over the
You haven't watched him play at all for the last year, so it's kind of it's a ridiculous opinion to be giving, based on just a deep hatred. If he's been playing as well as Twitter tells me he has, then yes.
Okay. Right.
But I mean, I would rather have Jack Hendry in this squad than Andy Considine, for the pure reason that we know what Considine will give us. If we're going to take Considine to the Euros, though, him playing this squad won't make a blind bit of difference, because we already know what he's going to give. Same with likes of Grant Hanley. What the fuck's the point? I'd rather get a Jack Hendry in there. Or, as reluctant as I am to the idea, a Stephen Welsh. Do you know what I'm saying? Rather than a Grant Hanley.
I'd rather Welsh than Hendry.
I wouldn't.
There's a reason one's out on loan to Ostend, and there's a reason one's playing for Celtic.
Hold on a fucking minute here. The reason Stephen Welsh is playing for Celtic is not because Stephen Welsh is a good player. It's because everyone else is either injured or shit.
You can deal with him, mate.
So don't give me that pish.
Anyway, Spartan says, do you think that the lower league should merge into one big league as League 1 and League 2 should become in one?
No. I don't know. Yeah, well, yes, actually, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, because I've always wanted a 3-league system, so maybe.
Favourite gig you've ever been to?
I've hardly been to any.
Mine's with Drake.
Yeah, I've not really been to. I don't think of any gigs I've been to.
In Fairmont.
Yeah.
Singing EastEnders song.
Yeah. On to East End Park.
The thing that goes for Hendry is he also is playing in a back three.
Scotland play a back three.
That's what Lewis is saying.
I know, but
that's Lewis's point.
And he's counteracting that to your fucking objection.
Objection.
So, Lewis
what is it now?
See, Dave is Lewis is far more well placed to give this opinion than we are, because he's obviously seen a bit of him and done a bit of research into it. Steve Clark no doubt will have been watching.
You're saying I don't do my. Do you see I make my YouTube videos?
Have you ever watched Jack Hendry play for Austin's, or what they're called? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Exactly. But I don't think we'll see a lot of change anyway, because Steve Clark's a very loyal manager and he'll keep a lot of the players in there.
Lewis Laird, saying the point that I said to you yesterday, and I didn't want to say it because in case people said, oh no, they're a Hamilton level club. Thank you very much, Lewis. Thank you.
So,
someone who's done his research.
Are they the Belgian top flight?
They're a fucking third in the league and they're shite.
So who's ahead of them in the league?
Antwerp,
Standards.
Antwerp, no, Anderlecht are about 7th.
Okay, but if he was playing for Anderlecht, we wouldn't be saying that.
We would, because they're shite.
Are they shite?
They're 7th in the fucking league. They must be shite.
You tell me Hamilton would be Anderlecht.
No, Lewis says they are. Anderlecht haven't been good for about 4 years now.
I know, but fuck me, you seriously tell me Hamilton would have beaten them?
Maybe. Gave a fair bash.
Oh well.
He's shite. Henry's shite. Get on, no, that's harsh.
I don't know, he might be shite. I've literally said I've not seen nothing.
We'll move on from Jack Hendry. I don't want to spend time on fucking what's happening.
Bruges and Antwerp, so they're ahead of Standard.
They were the ones of Standard. They were the ones of Jack Hendry. They were the ones of Jack Hendry. They were the ones of Jack Hendry.
I know, but so they're ahead of Standard Liège, who to me didn't look like a Hamilton level club when they played Rangers not that long ago.
They looked like a fucking Queen of the South level club.
Of course, you're right.
Yes, of course. Let's go on to. Have you fixed your internet problems, says Scott? Well, it's looking like it's gone not bad today. Not a lot of issues.
What I will say with Jack Hendry is just shut his puss, man. He keeps talking. Fucking, you hear him all the time. He's always doing interviews about.
That's his job.
That's not his job.
That's his job.
His job is to fucking focus on playing well. And he's always giving interviews about how well it's been the Scotland score for the Euros and all this pish. Yep. Just shut up and keep your head down, son.
Okay, fair enough. You've went a bit of time.
Unless you're watching this, in which case I'm a big fan coming podcast.
should he be on? Sitting in here. Imagine, I've always wondered, what if we got a guest on and had to come up here?
I mean, Dev likes it. Likes us
I mean, like a guest.
Oh, he's a guest.
Not like a guest. Like a big name guest. Like, imagine we managed to get Tam Cowan on again.
Tam Cowan's from fucking Motherwell. He'd be more than used to this.
Just walking in.
I'd want him on again. Fucking make me cry again.
Right, get your questions in, lads. We've got a wee bit left here during the half-time break, so make sure to send them in. There's the boys. Hope you're good, lads. Thank you very much, Peter. Hope you're good too, mate.
Get Ali McCoy on PGW. Yeah, just give him a call right now, mate. I'm joking. But I would love to get him on.
I would love to get Alan McCoy.
But I mean, if Open Goal are struggling to get him on, what fucking chance have they got? You know what I mean?
Well, they struggle to get him, man.
Well, they're putting out fucking come get me fucking please on Instagram for Coisty. They're like, you know. It means that he's a busy man. He's doing TalkSport fucking throughout the week, and then he's doing BT.
He does Sky as well.
Sky, Rangers TV.
He does it all, aye. Does it all. He's a busy boy. 11 goals and 12 assists for Kent now, Ryan. I still think that's below. I think that's very poor. I think that you've got to be better than that. I think you've got to strive to get 30 of each per season. Mm-hmm. I think it's I'm very proud of the player he's become, but I think it's very.
Matthew Duff's on the vendetta against Declan Gallagher for making TikToks. You know, he shouldn't be. There's nothing he should be doing that. Poor Declan Gallagher's taking such a hard time for a guy who was instrumental to take Scotland to the Euros. He's getting bodied on Twitter for making TikToks. It's just not great, is it?
What's your thoughts on TalkSport? Scotch
shite. I've blocked all the TalkSport accounts on Twitter.
Yeah. Anybody who
watches TalkSport needs to have a serious word with himself. Yeah. Especially that Adrian Durham fucking clown. And Moose. Fucking Moose. You're calling yourself Moose. Have a fucking word with yourself. Moose. You're a grown man!
Moose. Do you remember Moose, the wrestler?
Yeah, he was a nice. He was in WCPW as well.
Moose.
Fucking Moose, you're a grown man, fuck's sake. Embarrassing.
Look, good point. Half of what James Forrest had a couple of seasons ago for Kent.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm a big fan of James Forrest. It's Celtic fans that moan about Forrest more than anyone else.
Yeah. And Brazil.
That's what I was saying to you yesterday. Those tier lists that were going around. All Celtic fans had Forrest in the elite category. It's the wonders being injured does for you. You become a million times better than you're not playing. Alan Brazil, yeah, I quite like Alan Brazil. Although it looks like he's going to explode at some point soon. Yeah.
Very
it
red.
Looks like me when I go on a jog.
Very red, man. Very red, man. 55 is coming home. How are you feeling, Ryan? No bad,
The struggle was about 4 months ago.
I know, it's done now.
It's almost like the emptiness is gone now.
I know, I'm. Do you know what? I'm happy. Look, I think it was right to happen this season.
What do you mean by that?
I think naturally it had to happen. To move Celtic on, we done the right thing. We lay down. We let Rangers win the title this season.
That's why Sutton's turning on.
That's the kind of thing it'll be clipped and people think I'm being fucking serious. No, but look, I've accepted fate for a long time now. So.
Ryan McGinley doesn't think Forrest was the same player when he turns 30 in July too. Yeah.
Doesn't look
When's
30.
his testimonial?
I know, it should be soon, huh?
Well, he's been there for over 10 years, so.
2010 he made his debut, didn't he?
Yes. Well, I mean, it'd been when he was like 18, 19, so he was 30 in June then.
Well, there you go.
You remember his first game? I can remember it vividly. It wasn't a competitive game. It was a Wembley Cup against Arsenal.
Oh, that's right.
I remember I was watching my uncle. He said, "This boy's got fucking legs like tree trunks." That's all I can remember about it. His legs were huge.
Big legs, huh? Mm. Do you know what I'm choking
Jack Welch
for?
was a screamer that day, I think.
Do you know what I'm choking for?
A piece of chicken, man. So I'm just trying to fit in.
Get that clip. Get that fucking clip.
Stop that game for a clip.
That was good.
What are you choking for?
A snout, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't smoke.
You had a wee fag last night, but the place was stinking of smoke when I came in. Oh, I smelled the snout when I came in last night. What do you think I didn't?
Well,
that's why he's got scented candles, you see.
Bugger. Gavin gave
you
me.
doing a watch along tomorrow? No, I don't think so.
I doubt. I don't mind doing them in this kind of setup, but I was thinking people have been dying for me to do fucking watch alongs, even if it's just me for the Celtic game. But I don't want to be that guy.
I need more fucking water, man.
I don't want to be that guy, you know. Don't want to be Goldbridge. Well, I do want to be Goldbridge. I'd love to be Goldbridge.
Can't bottle flip with an empty bottle.
No, you cannot.
2015 called it once it's challenge back.
Get more questions in. Feel free, lads. We've got about 166 watching just now. That is wild.
That's fantastic.
Fantastic. You can't beat it.
Shelley Kerr still without a job. I thought she would have been Something like the air job, I thought she might have been linked with, but I've not seen her name linked with it. Interesting. Because there was a Prem job that came up not long after she left the women's team job, and she was linked with it. But she's not been linked with the air job, which I thought was a bit strange. I thought that might have been.
It'll be nice move. What's your thoughts on it? Of course, world is for them. We're getting to that point now where they should be given these equal opportunities.
Who gives a shit? She's good.
Should be given these equal opportunities. What do you think will be the overall reaction to her getting a job in the top two?
In the top two leagues?
In the top two leagues.
Yeah, I think it'd be very positive. I really do. I think if she was appointed air manager tomorrow, there'd be an overwhelming positive reaction from most people.
The first ever women manager, won't it?
Yes, in sort of the professional men's setup, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be great. And I think the reaction would be positive, apart from the absolute fucking knuckle draggers that would be spouting shit on Twitter. But, who knows? I mean, she's not been linked with it, but maybe she doesn't want to get back in. She seems to be enjoying the media stuff just now.
Stuart, with the age-old question, how many Rangers players would get into the Celtic team now? I tell you, that pattern was good at first. It's pish now.
You've still not addressed it. You haven't done a video yet. You've shat it.
No, I've not shat. I've talked about it in streams and everything many times. Look, Thorin dictates these things. I wasn't wrong when I made that video. I'll never say I was. I wasn't. I've been proven wrong, in the sense that. But at the time, would I have took any Rangers players on the Celtic team?
You would.
No, I wouldn't have. But why would have when Rangers were off the back of losing to Hamilton at Ibrox and we were on a fucking run of we were in fantastic form. Everybody was playing their part. Even Lee Griffiths was scoring goals.
But you're going to try and tell me that I would get in the Rangers team just now, but on form we wouldn't.
No, I think if we were to do a combined team of the two of them just now.
In.
I think I'd put Turnbull in.
Ahead of who?
Haji.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I think I'd put Turnbull in over Haji.
She plays there.
Well, Lennon tried to. He had him in the right of the diamond. A few times.
You would put Ayer, I know you would because you told me you would, but then that reverts your argument on form because you're not telling me that. I mean, the individual mistakes he's made.
I think I put Ayer in over.
Right, well that goes ahead of your fucking form thing.
But look, it's
nice.
It's going to
be. It's Haji. It is. Yeah, it's Haji who scores. What a player! What a player! Nice. Fantastic! You can't beat it. And there's a donation there.
Brilliant, Simon. Donation from Plexi Blocks. Just jumped on. Hope you've no touched on how good Queen of the South have been. Cheers, mate. Brilliant. 3-0 Rangers, and they've started the second half with as much
11 goals and 13 assists now for Ryan Kent.
Yes. Very impressive season.
CJ's just straight in there with that one.
Yep. Very impressive season, but very good goal from
Rangers.
Rangers.
Before you'd even seen Barkas play, you put him ahead of Al McGregor. That was the biggest mistake. As a lot.
Well, I was building it off of what I'd seen. Well, I had seen Barkas, but I've seen him with my own fucking eyes.
How often?
I've seen the YouTube compilations.
You've seen McGregor be fantastic for
10 years.
Yeah, that was the biggest mistake.
Well, look, I was looking at it at the fact that McGregor was 38, 39 years old, and Barkas was off the back of having impressive performances in the UEFA Champions League. That's the way I was looking at it at the time. Of course, things haven't panned out. I still have faith Barkas will turn it around.
You changed the score. 3-0.
Oh, it's 3-0. That's right. I don't want to mind myself, mate. Look, it's once again, it will beyond that. Rangers
St Mirren could be in here.
Go on, Saints.
Oh, good tackle by Goldson. Looks like a goal kick. No, it's a corner.
Oh, I'm moving it.
What was I going to say there? 3-0 was my prediction this afternoon, so.
I think I said two.
But again, say at the start, if they got a goal into the first 15, it could have been 4 or 5, so that's still on course as well.
Just to touch on Plexiplox's point, so just jumped on. Hope you've no touched on how good Queen of the South and Raith Rovers have been. Cheers, mates.
Who does Plexiplox support?
Good question.
Have a chance to send a film, that sort of stuff. Well, we've touched about how Queens of the South have been this afternoon. From 2-0 down, they went in at half time 3-2 up away to Arbroath, which is a difficult place to go at the best times. Never mind when you go 2-0 down very early on. Obviously, Raith didn't play because we were supposed to play them last night, which would have been on the telly, which is really frustrating.
I could have done a live watch along to that.
No, we would not have been doing a live watch along for that.
Why?
Because I wouldn't have been. No, we would not have been doing a live watch along for that.
Good question here from Ryan McGinley. Is the Martindale honeymoon period
2-1 to Ross County? Sorry, Ryan McGinley, but it is 2-1 to Ross County. Yes, of course it's over. The honeymoon period is definitely over. But context again, Livy staying in the league is a good season for Livy, and it always will be, I think. Especially with losing Lawless.
Getting a cup final in the same season.
Especially losing Lawless and Dykes in the summer.
Yep.
What a ball that is by Patterson, but cut out well by, I think it was Richard Tate. No, it wouldn't have been Tate. I don't know who it
wasn't Tate. Couldn't tell. The camera moved quite fast.
Tate's at left back, isn't he? So, and I'm just trying to see who got that goal for. Who was it that scored there? Ross County. Billy Mackay obviously got the first. I think you predicted County to edge it, didn't you? And I said a draw, so we'll see. And it was I'm not even. Oh, it was the Celtic loanee.
Oh, Leo Hilde.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go.
Leo Hilde with the goal. Nice to see. A guy who I think has a future at Celtic, I must admit. One whose existence I wasn't really...
Kilmarnock are currently bottom of the league.
Oh, are they?
Oh.
Wow.
I said I thought they were in trouble.
Tommy Wright's not had the start he would have wanted to.
And they very much might be in trouble.
Yep. And they lost Ricky Lamy as well in the summer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yep. McGregor and... I don't know who that's meant to be. I think it might be Ayer, Declan. McGregor and Ayer wouldn't. I'm not putting... there's just been a debate about the teams in the chat.
You're not getting Callum McGregor in that Rangers team on form just now, not a hope.
Not this season, no.
But again, I feel for Callum McGregor. I've said it so many times. He just looks absolutely fucking knackered. Every game he plays, he's the weight of the world on his shoulders. No wonder he's kind of so long had to carry the team through when they were playing shit. But tough one because he's going to need to try and. I'm hoping that when the Scotland games come around, he's going to lose the shackles of the Celtic stuff and just kind of play with a bit more freedom. And there's no pressure on him playing for Scotland really. And it's a weird thing. And I was saying to you last week, I can't wait for the next international break. I've never been this excited for an international break. Can't wait to see how the squad develops ahead of the Euros. What if we're going to stick with 3-5-2? What players might come in? I can't wait to see McTominay again. Is Armstrong going to make his way in? There's so many things to be excited about. Lyndon Dykes, can't wait to watch Lyndon Dykes play for Scotland. So that's good. And for the players, it'll be the same now. Where you had under McLeish players pulling out left, right, and centre, and now they're all going to be dying to get a game. So that's going to be really good. I'm excited for that. And it's the end of the month too, so the squad will be out in a week or so.
There's a camera. You might get this time. I've been up and doing like a fucking yo.
Oh my god, it's 4-2 to Queen of the South.
4-2 to the Queens.
What the fuck is Alan Johnson doing down there? And it's 3-1 to Ross County.
3-1 Ross County. I said County would win today, so I look as though I'll be vindicated on that front. Mark Docherty making a point. If you go to I never takes that long. Mark Docherty making a point in the chat of bringing Leo Hilde back to Celtic. I would. I like him. From what I've seen at Ross County.
What's the point in bringing him back now, though?
No, he can't bring him back now. Can't bring him back now. But he's obviously joking.
Billy Mackay, who got the third for Ross County.
Yeah, so Lewis
Kelly in the mud.
Kelly in the mud, mate. Kelly in the mud.
I said at the start of the stream today, I think they're in trouble.
Yep. Tommy Wright just can't get it going.
We thought with Tommy Wright, at least he'll make him hard to beat, and he hasn't been able to do that.
They can't score. And if you don't want to get beat, well, if you don't want to get beat, you have to score.
And it looks like a really good afternoon for Yogi, who's found the formula against a team round about him, which is good. Kelly coming down would be a disaster for them.
Stuart Armstrong with another assist for Southampton. Got to be in that Scotland team.
Well, you know my thoughts on this, don't you? But,
yep, I do indeed. Must not lie.
But again, he will. The way it'll work, when you have 3 games in like a week at the Euros, he will play some of them. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be like. You see it when we play 3 games. The next 3 games will be like McGregor and Jackal. But I think McGregor and Jackal stays the main 2.
Yep.
With like McGinn with a bit more freedom to do whatever the fuck he wants, and you've got like Christian Dykes or Fraser and Dykes.
Yep.
So I think Jack and McGregor are probably kind of nailed on. But I would like to see. McGinn won't. To get McGinn to play 90 minutes 3 times in 10 days is going to be tough. So Armstrong and McGinn are a nice wee. I also think Armstrong
do you not think McGinn can play that in the...
Well, he hasn't done it for Scotland. He always comes off in around the hour. But off the back of a long season, to then go and play 3 massive games like that, 90 minutes 3 times in 10 days is tough.
Yeah, okay.
I also think Armstrong could play the Ryan Christie role in that.
Lewis Laird donates £2 and he says Leo Hilde, Moan the Lonies. You'll love to see it, mate.
And it's Obalai again for Queen of the South 4-2. That's unbelievable, that scoreline. And it's another goal in the Championship. And Ayr lead at Capello.
I'm getting dubbed Robbie Savage. I knew I was going to get like a Michael Owen or a Robbie Savage comment there to that. So thank you, Declan.
What did you say?
Because I said if you don't want to get beat, you have to score. Oh, yeah, that's poor from St Mirren, and they do get it away finally. There was a bit of a mishap on the first attempt.
Bye, Kelly. Can't wait to see that meme kicking about.
People still hurt about that.
I don't know. I think it's funny.
I mean, jeez, it was what?
Had a bit about him, Stevie Clark.
I know it, but when was that? 2018, 19.
Yeah, I think someone was just having a joke. I think you're a bit. Just calm down. It's okay. You're amongst friends. It's fine.
No, you're okay.
Cammy Smith scored for Ayr down at Capello, which is interesting.
I would rather be with Michael Owen than Robbie Savage. Fuck Savage.
Just thinking, if we get to a stage in the afternoon where there's a really, really interesting ending to a game, we'll probably source that, I think, on the screen to kind of...
We'll source what now?
If there's a... Say this is like 4-0 with 10 to go, and there's a really interesting ending to a game elsewhere.
We'll change
focus.
it.
Oh, brilliant from Joe Aribo. And I cannot believe he's not got the foul there.
I looked like
He's skinned the two of them, and he's not got the foul. That is a strange decision.
Kelly better not go down. My local team. Are you planning on going and watching them, Matthew? Maybe a Celtic fan.
Matthew, do you support them?
I know.
Who cares?
He's a shit.
Aye.
And that should be who you're supporting then,
I know, poor. Very poor.
Very poor. Very proud. Very proud. Very proud. I love it when like people like
Turnbull for the Euros yesterday was handing about that in the squad.
It doesn't happen often because everybody can tell by the way I speak that I'm from fucking East End of Glasgow, right? It's no fucking, it's no easy, no hard to tell. But I love it when you get the odd comment every now and then and go, I bet you're not even from Glasgow, you're a gory hunter, for yes or whatever. I'm like, my fucking local team is literally Celtic.
Shelton Juniors.
They're not. They're a junior team.
They're a team, but some social club. Oh, aye.
Some social club.
Nice
Robin
pints.
bastards, if you ask me.
Nice pints in there. Cheap enough when we were there.
Aye, but that's because you were visitors.
Yeah, taking over the place.
You know, see when it's an 18th when you're in there. Christ.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah.
Robin, that's what they are.
Been to many 18s in there.
McManaman is the worst.
Have you been to many 18s in there?
But it's Shelton Juniors. 2 or 3.
Oh, that's right.
2 or 3. You've got to remember that my school's catchment area was like Shelton.
Oh, I'm just asking.
Alright, sorry.
What do you think I was doing?
Sorry.
Get fucking hands off me. Ryan McGinley's local team is Albion. Oh, here he comes. Obika.
You want some tequila or something in there?
Obika relegated Hearts last season. That was very fun.
We should do what we should do. We should do the last 10 minutes every time that there's a pass misplaced. We've got to take a shot of tequila.
No.
Oh, I didn't put a coupon at half time either.
That's good. You're getting over it. And
Over it? What do you make out of an addict?
Cal McAllister on as well, who I can't believe isn't playing because he's one of St Mirren's best players, in my opinion.
Should have been supporting your Moz Athletic at Stepford.
Love a game at Stepford.
The one game you've had.
Oh, I love that.
The one game.
Oh,
years I've been going to that place, you know.
Oh, years.
Oh,
yeah.
I was there when it was Ash. Let's see what else has been said. Get some corners.
Miller corner.
So get some questions in.
2-0 Jam Tarts against Dundee.
Arts, eh?
Good result for the Pars.
Well, that's all but promotion secured.
It's been secured for fucking since the season started, man. They're always going to win the league.
Nathan Parson on this right hand side now. He's returned to his natural home.
I think he's been there almost the whole
side.
game. Just the times that you've actually paid attention to what's happening, he might have found himself on the left. I don't know why you were saying he's been playing on the left because he really hasn't been.
I noticed him 3 or 4 times on the left hand side. Ryan
just...
Kent from range. Good strike.
Oh, what is Jack
Hannick nearly having a mare there. Ryan Kent come very close.
What's he done? Is he taking a deflection?
Wow.
He just sung the boot at it. That's like when you put like a centre half in goal and they don't know what to do. They just kick it.
Yep.
Let's have a look at this here.
That's like me at Stepford. Fucking hell.
Just got to get his body behind
I mean,
that.
it's still a save, but I mean, jeez.
It doesn't really move. It bounces, but why not just try and take it into your body, you clown?
If that was me, I would have snapped my left leg.
Yeah.
I would have snapped my left leg doing that. It's out for a corner kick anyway, and it's going to be... Is it Kent standing over that?
Davis
back
out for Ryan Kent. Oh. Comes to Aribo though. Could have argued that was well
Strike it.
Good ending about him, it hit that.
I know exactly. You hit those. I hate the days are gone where they get hit. There's Kent now on the ball. Kent over to Kamara, who's going to try and get it in, intercepted at first chance. Kent with a poor touch, and St Mirren will try on the counter attack now. As they drive forward, Abika going down that right hand side with a bit of pace behind him. It's a very decent pass actually. I thought it was going to go out of play, but Obika keeps it in, and Aribo is there to take it off him.
See, the thing is with Saints this afternoon, it's not Jim Goodwin's style, but if I was, him, I'm thinking let's just sit deep, play Obika and try and get him to get us up the park and kind of gamble and things, rather than try to press Rangers high and get caught with the ball over the top like they had been doing,
Well, St Mirren have had their wits about them today, and honestly, despite the fact that they've conceded 3, I think Goodwin could be impressed with some of the things he's seen today. I think that they've went to Ibrox and they've gave themselves...
Who gives a shit? You're getting beat 3-0. Would you not try and play ugly football and get a point? I honestly, it boggles my mind this. And I understand that performances are good, but do that against Motherwell, do that against Aberdeen, do that against Hibs. Don't do it against Rangers at Ibrox, man. Like the teams that have done this to Rangers season at Ibrox, I can remember. Dundee United did it. Get done. Absolutely done. St Mirren have done it, I think, twice. Tried to get up and play high. And then
Hamilton done it and got beat 8-0.
Yeah, but I know, but it doesn't happen very often. That you know, when teams sit in like that, Rangers normally will win 2-0, 1-0, maybe 3-0.
Scrap. Oh, Morelos, what are you walking away for? You're maybe a hothead.
He's calmed down a lot this year, isn't
he has.
Notably, actually.
Temperament has been...
It's almost like he's found enjoyment in not...
watching people try.
Yeah.
Watching people try, it seems...
I actually think Morelos wins the ball there, to be fair. Gets his leg in between his foot and drags it back.
CA Football Talk.
Oh, Balogun's on for Hollander.
Connor from the CA Football Talk asking who I think will go down, who will be relegated.
Come on. 2-0 Motherwell.
I was going to say...
And Steve Davis offer Scott Arfield.
2 subs there. But at this rate, it could be killer. But it changes every week, doesn't it? That's the thing. It does change.
Is Europe next week for Rangers?
Yes.
Wow. So that's, I mean, Hollander and Davis obviously rested for that.
What do you think of the SFA giving Celtic 2 weeks now to prepare for the battering that they will receive at the hands of Rangers at Parkhead?
Is that not for another 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Oh Christ!
We have
Rangers,
2 weeks.
so Rangers will have probably played Thursday next weekend, then Thursday.
I don't know if they play next weekend though.
Okay.
But they'll play the 2 Thursday games.
Why are Celtic not playing next weekend?
Don't know.
Strange.
Don't know.
Yellow card there for Connolly, I think, or McGrath, for what looks like an apparent
McGrath,
elbow
I'm sure.
on.
That's McGrath.
I tell you what, and I don't want to sound like, but I mean, if Morelos did that, we would be asking questions. There was a wee fling in the elbow there for me. Not agree?
I've only been booked. He's been given his...
I know, but...
punishment.
It was a controversial one.
Yeah, well, I think he's been given what he deserved there. Yellow card.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think he's flung the elbow, that should not be a bit more.
I don't think it looked like a red card offence.
I'm just saying that the conversation might be a bit...
Conversation could be, I suppose, yep. You could have a point there. This is a dreadful match day for Kelly, County and Motherwell. For Kelly, County and Motherwell ahead. Hamilton still not behind.
It's not a good day for Kelly at all.
No, it is not. When's the Scottish Cup? Oh, wait, actually, Celtic might be playing in... No, that's the end of March, is it not?
I thought the Scottish Cup was on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it is, aye. So that'll not be till...
And Livy have immediately got a goal back at Fir Park. It's now Motherwell 2, Livingston 1. I'm just trying to get the scorers on that, which I haven't quite got yet. The scorers coming really late. Flash scores on. It was Arnold Nondwile who got the second for Hearts, and Dundee have just pulled one back in that game as well, so that could be an interesting game.
Right, well, if the return, let's come on to the conversation just now as you try and fix this.
I was just going to run the scores. I've got them here. Devante Cole scored Motherwell second at the first as well, but then
Okay,
Jack Fitzwater for Livy.
Right, well, here is your classified results of Mr. David Buick as we head an hour into the games around the leagues. What are the scores in the Scottish Premiership and Championship?
Classified results happen at the end of the game, man.
Well, they're coming out now.
Well, let's go through it, why not? So, obviously in this game here it is Rangers 3, St Mirren 0, Aberdeen 0-0 still with Hamilton, Motherwell 2-1 up on Livy, Ross County 3, Kilmarnock 1, St Johnstone 1, Hibs 0 still, Alloa and Inverness are 1 each, it's 4-2 to Queen of the South at Arbroath, 2-1 to Hearts at home to Dundee, and it is 1-0 to managerless Ayr against pretty much managerless Morton at this point.
In case anybody's curious of the happenings in the English Premier League thus far,
Nobody's curious.
Earlier
Nobody's
on,
curious.
Burnley drew 1-0
curious.
with Arsenal.
Nobody is
and
curious!
Currently, Southampton are beating Sheffield United 2-0 as Stuart Armstrong
That's all I wanted to know.
with a big assist.
Stuart Armstrong got an assist. That's all I care about.
Well, I care.
Well, good for fucking you. Go and make a new child.
We didn't want to talk English.
Yeah, fucking shite.
Well, they give you in sports scene, don't they?
Well, this isn't sports scene. I think I'm fucking Johnny Sunderland. Not a chance.
Johnny Sunderland.
Aye.
It's no Sunderland.
I know, it's a joke, man.
It's a shite joke.
It's not, it's a reference to... No, it doesn't matter. You just don't get it.
No, I don't actually.
No, that's fine.
I don't. Anyway, what I was going to take us on to now was the next segment of the show. Let's talk about the Scottish Cup. It's been announced the Scottish Cup will be returning, of course, over the coming month.
Palms go up to love the Scottish Cup. We'll be there.
That'll be right. Well, right, this season's gone, you never know. So, aye, David, let's come on to that. The Scottish Cup is back and we're all happy here. So, but let's jump right into the nitty gritty about it all. Who do you fancy to take the Scottish Cup this season?
Rangers.
Really?
Yeah. Why not? They're the best team in the country by a mile.
I think Celtic could do it.
Of course they could, but they won't.
We'll see.
See, if our Rangers fan last season said Rangers were going to win the cup, you'd laugh at
I know, exactly.
And the gap wasn't this big then.
I know. Well, you know, let's see what happens, I suppose. I have a sneaky feeling we could see another one of the smaller teams win it.
Like
Dunfermline won.
Oh, aye. Imagine Dunfermline would be the 3 cup final.
No, I mean somebody like I don't know, a Hibs, a St Johnstone again maybe.
Wow, imagine St Johnstone with a cup double.
Or something like that, you know?
Nah, I doubt that. I think the Scottish Cup has an added extra sort of level of importance.
St Johnstone won a cup double.
Oh!
He went in.
Wow,
He won the ball. He won the ball. And they're going to keep going here. Here goes St Mirren.
The follow through was a bit naughty there, but obviously...
They got the ball, mate. They got the ball.
Nobody really said anything.
Aye, so you're saying Rangers to win the Scottish Cup then?
Yeah, you make me feel like that's a ridiculous prediction. When they're probably odds on by a decent amount, I'd have thought to win the Scottish Cup.
Odds on Edward.
I would absolutely love it if it wasn't one of the Old Firm that won it. It would make me very happy. But although at the same time, looking at St Johnstone win the Scottish Cup upsets me a little bit. In that I'm like, I just wish some family could be like that.
You're too staunch, mate. If we win it, Kennedy to get the job in the showers.
I've said to you that I think he might get it if they win the cup. So Morelos is coming very deep and he's done very well there, Alfredo Morelos. He's a lot more comfortable in the ball this year than I remember him being in terms of coming deep. That's really good from Kamara. Morelos into the box. Well done though by Conor McCarthy and Jack.
You Joe, I think McCarthy's solid. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
They're a team who could win the Scottish Cup.
Your love for McCarthy came after watched him maybe twice. You loved him all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was good.
Probably in games against Celtic where they got hammered as well. You decided you loved him.
No, I just thought he was good.
Ah, yeah.
What did you take me for?
Just such a weird fascination for a very average SPFL player.
No, they're hardly going to have standout centre halves at St Mirren, are they?
Why are you a big fan of him then? I don't get it.
Because he's good for them.
Is he?
Aye.
Can you say that with complete confidence?
Yes.
You can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
I've seen a lot of St Mirren fans criticising at points, a lot of points this season. But hey ho. I follow quite a few St Mirren fans on Twitter.
Do you?
I follow loads of fans from loads of different clubs. Keeps me well balanced, you know.
Aye. Nice.
Zen.
Well, we're hitting 65 minutes here. Rangers look as though they're not going to suffer anything of a struggle here at Ibrook. So, I mean, it's just kind
it's Jason Cumdogs Cummings who got the Cums dog.
I love how
Cum dog.
So
It's like Stephen's joke.
Dear, aye. I'm telling you, it's getting dark in here.
It is. The lighting's not great.
No, it's not at all.
Ring lights over there, but we could maybe do a bit of
good.
magic.
Good. The classic predictions from Mark Doherty.
Okay.
Do you just not like any other football?
No, I really don't. I've fallen out of love with football. I just wonder what's the point anymore. I don't know because I couldn't tell. I don't know who's playing well. I don't know who's top of the league. I'm guessing Bayern are top of the league.
You don't seen Dortmund's season though.
No, they shite, are they?
Oh, I'm going to go for
the best striker in the world.
I'm going to go FC Bayern München.
Why not just Bayern Munich?
For Borussia Dortmund.
What's wrong with Bayern Munich? You're not German, mate. You wouldn't do that with Spanish
Their
teams.
name is Bayern München.
But you wouldn't put on a funny voice if you were talking about Barcelona or Real
Madrid. If you were talking about Real Sociedad, you know, that's their name.
What are you, Davy Moyes now with a fucking accent?
No, but like over Barcelona.
Shite.
What's their name?
Steve McLaren. You would not say that if we were talking about Barcelona Real tonight.
The El Clásico.
Such a wannabe Derek Ray, ridiculous.
Oh, that's poor.
It's true though.
But the night I was FC Bayern Munich taking on Bayern Munich. Taking on Bayern Munich, taking on Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah. Don't know. Bayern, the European champions, so why not?
Well, I mean, Dortmund have had an absolute stinker.
Iron Robin's going to score. I think Ribery might get a second. As long as Philip Lam keeps control at the back, we'll all be good.
What year again?
Eventually, don't play Van Boyten, though, he's a bit slow.
No, Dortmund are having an absolute stinker. I don't know if they're still down in 7th. Last time I checked, they were.
Oh, man, Anderlecht are in 7th.
6th.
So Dortmund pish, are they as well? Because Anderlecht are pish.
The Bundesliga is the best league in the world. Look at the teams above Borussia Dortmund. Rasenball, Leipzig, Bayern Munich.
Fuck, we're not having this conversation because you make me cringe.
Wolfsburg.
Why do you speak normal?
Frankfurt and who else above them?
For someone who goes around talking about Connells and Sonals and all that, now you're giving it fucking Rasenball, Leipzig. Fuck off. That's
their name.
Oh,
it's their name. You've got to treat the team with respect.
RB Leipzig, mate.
Well, Leipzig, then Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg, Frankfurt, Leverkusen and Dortmund.
Oh, some teams there, man.
Well, you're such a pessimist.
I don't care about German football. If I wanted to talk about German football, I'd make a channel called fucking Talk Jam on Football. Or whatever the fuck you would call it.
It's so easy to mind job.
Pish, man. You're not even trying to wind me up, you're just talking shit. You do this in your own streams, you're like, oh, FC is sent, but oh, that's pish. Oh, look at me with a bite. I got such a big bite. Oh, yeah. Fuck off.
What the fuck was that? Fucking Jesus. Somebody blind was watching there. They get a completely wrong idea.
Well, if they're blind, they won't be fucking watching. They'll be listening, won't they?
Listening.
Fuck's sake. Dear me. All the shite you talk sometimes. Where are we now?
And I wonder why I wasn't invited to the fan media press conference.
Yeah, I know. He'd be like, so how would you pronounce fucking John Kennedy's name? John Kennedy, because that's his fucking name.
John Kennedy.
Well, not fucking.
Well, his name is John Kennedy. His name's John Kennedy, Scottish.
Yeah.
But if he was Spanish, it'd be Juan, wouldn't it?
But you don't.
You wouldn't
if
call
you
him
were talking about Real Madrid Barcelona,
you don't call Juan Mata John Mata, do you? You don't call Juan Mata John Mata.
Ah, but what?
You wouldn't call Juan Mata John Mata, would you?
There's two different names.
No, it's not. It's John. It's Spanish John.
It's not spelt John though.
But it's John.
Right, but if the El Clasico was on tonight, you wouldn't be going, it's Barcelona against Real Madrid. You would not be doing that. You would not. Why are you doing it for German teams and no one else? So
you do Barcelona.
You would not do that. You would just say Barcelona are playing Real Madrid, you freak.
No, you would say, so say I was right now, say it was El Clasico tonight, I'll go,
John Mata. You take the piss.
You don't call him David De Gea. But it's spelled
What
David.
a save by Alan. What a save that was.
You don't call him David De Gea, do you?
No, but I also wouldn't say that David De Gea.
Well, you would say David De Gea.
No, you wouldn't. You said David De Gea. You wouldn't put it in a stupid voice.
Bruno Fernandes.
No, you would say Bruno Fernandes.
No, but for German, it's nice to just get it right.
Oh, just for Germans.
No, but it's Spanish as well.
But you would not. We've just discussed that.
Audrey Afolla.
Who?
Audrey Afolla.
Audrey Roberts. What's Gail been up to now, fuck's sake?
James Rodriguez.
No, but I wouldn't say James Rodriguez. I'd say James Rodriguez.
Well, you don't need to be... But then
but that's what you do when you say Radenburg for Leipzig.
No, I say Rasenbos for Leipzig. That's how you see it.
I just wonder what's the point anymore, to be honest. I'm not even the need for that.
Nicole says, I agree with Hot Rod.
Thank you.
Hot. Oh, aye.
What is it? Just when you think you've got all the answers, I change
the questions. Aye. That was good. I know, exactly. Declan, are Leipzig Spanish now?
Oh, fuck knows.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Shite.
That was good.
What a save from Alan McGregor. We completely missed that. Still got it. See, 30, what's he, 39? 39, if I can stand up off the sofa, I'll be doing well. Never mind fucking diving across the goal to save shots like that.
I can barely stand off it just now.
Oh no, it's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, what else have we got? Hot Rod, yeah, funny. Class but expected.
Declan Cairns asking me to go through all the German teams.
No, please don't. I'm just going to get fucking... It's like fucking chalk and no, it's like nails on a blackboard. Listening to you speak with German teams. Oh, gives me fear. Don't like it.
That was good. I enjoyed
it. A double sub.
It's good to have a laugh,
I keep forgetting the Premiership's got 5 subs.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
I'm looking forward to seeing the back
to me that the top flight in Scotland have 5, but the
it's a tainted title. No team in history has been given this luxury
of 5 substitutions.
It's 5 substitutions,
especially when the Rangers squad is so. When
Did you see? Oh, have you seen Spunk Phone?
He's got a few.
With all them on the strings. Oh my god. Did you see the article?
I didn't click on it, but I did. I kind of got the gist of it.
So you click the article and it comes up Haley Williams, Bobs and Vagin.
Aye, so he's basically no one's. Oh, Yanis Hadji could be in a bit of trouble here.
Is he getting sent?
No, it was a yellow, but it was a bit of a lunge there. I think he was going for the ball. It's a forwards tackle.
How would I say that?
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, of course you would.
That's their name, though.
That's fucking
Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's their name.
Oh, Yanis Hadji's a naughty boy. He's a lucky boy.
That's a red card.
That's
a red card. That.
For me.
That's a red. That's a straight red offence.
Oh, it's a naughty challenge.
He's got to go.
I think he's gone to take the ball. I think he's a bit unfortunate how he's caught him, but I think it's a red card for me. Difficult. Anyone in here is watching the game?
Conor in the chat, he had an interview up with Fraser Murray. I don't know if you've seen it. You should have watched it. He had the chance to sit down with Fraser Murray and talk about
girls don't like boys. Girls like Fraser Murray.
Like Fraser Murray. So he's asking your thoughts on Dunfermline. We've kind of touched on that. Of course,
I'd rather talk about him a bit sad about Dunfermline.
Yeah.
3 pish performances.
He could have been killed. He could have been killed.
He could have killed him. Yeah, it wasn't a nice tackle at all. That was it.
Very poor. He clearly sees it. He's out of order.
That was like Keane. I'd be proud.
Very proud.
Like Keane and David Beckham and Paul Scholes.
Oh, is it Chub?
Wayne Rooney, and Ryan Giggs, Shagger. Very proud.
I remember Wayne Rooney came up to me and said, "Look, boss, I want to go to Chelsea." I said, "Listen, Spudso."
Fucking hell.
I gave you everything here. When you came,
a tough time for Wazza just
when you came here, You know, you can even speak English. Yeah. You know,
he's having a bit of a tough time.
Is he? They were going through really good form though. Yeah. At a point, is it going down a bit?
I think he's having a bit of a tough time at the moment. Getting a bit of stick for his selection and all the rest of it. But yeah, I mean,
nice.
Can't really blame the guy when he's got Colin Kazim Richardson and fucking as his main man. But hey ho. Yes, but yeah, Kelly, what a bad day for them.
Phil Jones, with his performance out there today, he could be this club's best ever player.
He'll be our best ever player, the way he's going.
I do not actually agreed with him for a long time. You're laughing at.
Fucking Phil.
Between 2012 and 2014, Phil Jones was unbelievable.
I'm sure he was.
He was!
Between 2012 and 2014?
Yes.
Did you watch Manchester United in season 13-14?
Well, 13 then, sorry. Between 12 and
the first half of 13.
12 and 13.
So you already take 18 months off the spell you were talking about. So
no, I didn't know.
Here comes Jermaine, the main
so
man. So
Morelos is off, Defoe coming on. Do you think his time at Rangers will dwindle to an end after the summer?
No, I think he'll probably want to staff, I'd have thought. I don't see him. I think Gerrard wants to keep him. I think he'd probably want to stay. Scott Wright. Rangers fans have been raving about Scott Wright so far. Done well in his cameos. I don't think he started again yet. But those two changes as well are just indications that he's resting players up for the big games coming up. Haji,
yeah, of course,
Europe's
important. You want to look, Rangers, there's no limit. You went away to get the water when I answered the question, but Rangers coming up for Europe now. There's no limit in how far Rangers can go at the moment.
I said that to you. I said they could get a semi-final and you laughed at me.
No, I thought they would have got a harder draw than fucking...
But that was the whole caveat. Patterson just megged it on the back heel, but he didn't get it, so it would have been really nice, but almost. Yeah, but I mean, if they go and get the winner of, is it Molde and Granada in the quarter-final, then you're fucking laughing. You know, I don't think there's any team in the Rangers should fear. Not one, for me.
Not one?
Not one.
Not one?
See, when I watched AC Milan against Celtic, right? See, Celtic a year ago, I think, could have beaten them. I thought AC Milan were good, but I didn't think they were too good to be
better than Lazio. Not better than Lazio. But I'm saying I don't think they were better than Lazio.
No, and Lazio were flying at times.
Yeah, I don't think they were better than Lazio. But so did AC.
I watched it. I thought they were decent, but I thought that results were more down to Celtic being shit. I think a decent Celtic team could have beaten them.
You don't think there's one team left in that competition Rangers should fear?
I mean, people will tell me they should fear.
I don't think they should fear. I don't think they should fear. I think fear is a different word.
I think they could beat every one of them.
I don't think they could.
Who could they not beat?
Let's go and have a look who's left in the competition. I don't think they can beat Manchester United.
Oh my god, why the fuck have a word with yourself? Sheffield United beat them at Old Trafford. Fucking Christ, shut up. Couldn't beat Man United.
I'm a Man United man, right? Let's see, who has left the competition? There's a couple of teams I looked at. I mean, I don't think Rangers could beat Ajax. I don't know, maybe. There's a bit
Ajax,
of a fine line there.
2-3 years ago, I don't think they are.
Still, though, you look around that Ajax team, they have got a very solid side.
But Rangers have consistently beaten teams.
Manchester United and Milan, both good teams.
I think they could beat both of them.
Well, do you know what? Now that you look at the round of 16,
I was the same as you until I looked at the
teams, when you look at you look at it, I think Shakhtar Donetsk are a very good team.
There's not one team Rangers could have drawn there where you would have gone, right, they're out straight away. You wouldn't have gone, they've got no chance.
I think United's the best team out of the bunch, and I think United's the struggle to beat the most. I don't know if United will win it, but they should win it.
Maybe they are the best team, but I still don't think Rangers should win it.
Got to remember, this is a Manchester United side who beat Rasmus with Leipzig 5-0.
Roma are in there, but aren't they? They might be
Roma, a good team.
But then, I don't think
United beat Leipzig 5-0.
Yes.
Leipzig are currently top of the Bundesliga. They also beat PSG.
But this is why I think they could beat United, is because how inconsistent Man United are. They can go and beat Leipzig 5-0.
But that's the thing. Solskjaer knows that this competition, he needs to win that.
I'm not convinced that in a tactical battle, the Rangers coaching team would lose out to Man United's coaching team.
Michael Carrick.
What about him?
Genius.
Yeah.
Darren Fletcher.
No social distancing there either. Christ almighty. Sturgeon, Musk and
No, but I think that, I think you're right. Now that I look at it in deeper depth,
I think
as I said at the start, I think fear is completely the wrong word. I don't think Rangers should fear any of them. I think there has just got to be a sense of realism as to who they can and can't beat. But I don't think they should fear anyone. I really don't. I think fear is take that word away.
When they got Leverkusen last year, I thought they were in big trouble. I didn't think they could beat Leverkusen.
Yeah.
But I don't even think. If Leverkusen were in that draw now, I'd fancy them as one of the favourites. With the team they had last year.
Just to add some context for a Rangers fan, Declan Kern said, I'd fear Manchester United but confident against anyone else.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think you should fear Man United.
If you're a Rangers fan, Spurs as well, I mean, good. I mean, but that's the thing, once again, Mourinho likes this sort of situation. He done it in 2016.
Antwerp beat them 2-0.
Sorry, 2017.
Antwerp beat them 2-0.
He played a rested side, man.
Do you know that?
Yes.
I don't think it was as rested as you think it was.
I think it was.
I think Bale played. I think Son.
Bale, who's played more golf over the last 4 years than at that point, they played football.
Well, I mean, I think Kane maybe was the only big one that was missing. I think Son and Lucas played that game.
I don't know.
But anyway,
I'm not too sure. I'm sure they play quite a nice side, but I think you've got to remember the thing about Mourinho is
once again, Spurs, they get beat off shite all the time.
Yes, but that happens in England. United were getting beat off shite all the time
when
they won the Champions League in 2008 and when they made the Champions League final in 2009.
How could it not Shut up for a second. How could it not happen in Europe?
Well,
it happens.
I'm saying
it can, and you're telling me I'm wrong.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just being.
What are you saying then?
I'm just saying that realistically, I think Manchester United would win.
Well, they'd probably be favourites, yeah, but I think Rangers could beat them.
I'm saying what have I said? I don't think they should fear anyone.
That's what I've just said, and you're refuting it. What are you on about, you clown?
I think that
you've just completely done a 180 there.
Okay, I don't United. I don't think United. Well, I don't think Rangers would beat United. I think they could, but they wouldn't.
I never said they'd beat United. I said they could.
Yeah, well, okay.
So you've just caused a drama for no reason.
Drama? There's no drama.
That's a fucking drama. My fucking blood pressure's been through the roof here. Anyway, where have we got here? Here comes the kissing. Oh no, staunch goal scorer. Kyle Lafferty, the double, 3-2 now to Ross County. Right. I've probably missed loads of goals, have I?
That would be quite.
Yes.
I enjoy this. I enjoy the debate. Do you know, this reminds me of that night we were sitting playing the FM and we were talking about Robertson and Tierney.
Yeah, it was a good one. Chris Long has scored for Motherwell to get 3-1 against Livingston. And obviously a goal back for Kelly up at Ross County. Kyle Lafferty at the double. So they're still not score goals, but Lafferty is a new signing. He's got a couple this afternoon. If they could get an equaliser in, it would salvage what looks like a dreadful day for Kelly.
Would Steven Gerrard take either the Palace or Newcastle job if it opened up in the summer?
Not a hope.
Don't think so?
Not a chance. Nah, no way.
Just asking.
Just not worth it for him. Makes no sense for him. His stock will rise a lot more going on in 3-4 league titles.
I agree with you to an extent, but I still do think he'll be ambitious to tie himself down there.
Not for a team like Newcastle or Crystal Palace. With all that uncertainty at Newcastle. No new owner in place. Fans constantly disrupting the board.
No, I was just asking. I've seen a lot of people talking about
Palace's squad is very, very old. I know Eze's there.
A couple of young players dotted in and around.
Even Zaha is getting towards his 30s now.
Mm-hmm.
How much longer will he be there? Their back line is really, really old.
Bobbles its way through to Defoe. Turns really nicely. Kent, well, fancy himself, gives it off to Arthur.
I feel a big miss for Rangers recently when he
outright, here's Nathan Patterson. Back to Kent as they stay outside the area just. Arfield slips it back for Kent, really nicely done, and here they are on the right hand side. Patterson's open, he gives it Patterson, who'll cross first time, delivery's over hit and it goes out
to with that Ross County Killie game in at 3-2, I think there could be an argument for switching over to that at this point, if we could maybe source it. Any thoughts on that?
What is it, sorry?
Ross County Killie at 3-2 with 10 to play.
I think Ross County will see it out.
We could maybe watch
it. We could maybe, yeah. Well, if we could switch it over, I suppose.
I don't know what the people think,
oh, there's a camera away. There you go. My
legs away, Jack. My legs away.
If any manager other than Steven Gerrard did what he's done at Rangers, it would be brushed off as a farmers' league. As much as I hate him, he's done good for Scottish football.
He got all the credit in the world for that. So
I also got TalkSport saying that your gran could do it.
I know, but you still get that comments now.
I know, exactly.
Rodgers took lots of praise from what he did at Celtic, and he never did as well in Europe as Gerrard still. So, you know.
What about the Liverpool job if Klopp leaves? Klopp won't leave.
Klopp's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
Yes, if the Liverpool job came up tomorrow, he would take it. Even if he wasn't ready, he would take it. Mm-hmm. It's all he wants in life.
I think that he will be a Liverpool manager one day, but I am still adamant, and I hope that I'm proven right and vindicated. I've said it time and time again. I think he will go somewhere in between. He's not going to go from Rangers to Liverpool.
Why not?
He's not going to.
But most people think he will.
And I just don't agree.
Okay. Well,
if he does, I'll prove
wrong.
Tell me
why, other than just he won't.
I just feel like he's a man.
Greg Stewart, where the fuck's he been?
Christ, aye.
He's still alive.
Greg Stewart, fuck me.
Well,
I just believe that he'll challenge himself at some point to go England, a team like a Wolves, Leicester.
But as I've said to you, it could all go horribly wrong.
Southampton or such will come in, and it could go horribly wrong. I don't believe for 1 minute though that Gerrard isn't ambitious enough to go and take that and believe that he can do well. You can't convince me that he doesn't think he's good enough. Gerrard knows he's good enough. He knows it as a player, and he knows that a manager. Yes, but he'll know fine well that he can go down south and he can start to make a name for himself there, and it won't damage his relationship with Liverpool. And if things don't go well, that's what managers come back from all the time. It's part of football. You don't do well at every job you go to. You don't succeed at every place you go to. You sometimes slip up, and that's reality. And Gerrard will slip at some point.
But he's only just getting started.
But he'll get to Liverpool. He'll know he will, and it's not whether it's in the next 5 years or not. He'll get there.
If he goes to Leicester and they finish 15th, he's not going to get a Liverpool job. So you don't know it well at all. He will not. If he doesn't win the league next season with Celtic, that will not harm his chances of getting a Liverpool job really that much. Not as much as going to. Of course it will. If you're a Liverpool fan, right, and Steven Gerrard goes to Leicester and they finish fucking 13th, are you happy with him, the next Liverpool manager? Not a hope, are you?
Pep is not the GOAT, Ryan. Let's just calm down there now. Let's calm. Pep is not the GOAT.
Only at dancing.
You are the dancing. Sorry.
The Abba segment is long gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just think the Gerrard conversation, I've had it too often. It's not going anywhere anytime soon for me.
People said the same about Rodgers.
Rodgers and Gerrard are completely different in terms of what they
just
want.
Saying, no, I'm just saying that the people.
Also, Rodgers had already had a taste of a big club. He dropped down to come to Celtic, whether you like it or not, and that was him trying to work his way back up. Oh, you're right. You're right. Of course, you're right. Celtic. He was trying to work his way back up to where he'd already been. It was a salvage job for him, that one. He was coming here to get his stock high again, to get back to where he'd already been. He already had a taste of it. And also,
how the fuck did the
fact that Gerrard's not even, I think he maybe is even 40 yet, so he could do 5 years at Rangers and still be a young manager.
I don't think he'll do 5 years at Rangers. I just don't. I know there's not a lot of substance to it. I just don't. I just have a feeling he'll end up somewhere.
Okay, right. But
that's it.
Again, he's got.
As I've said time and time again, people ask me this question all the time, and people it's always in the record. Richard Goff saying he thinks he should stay at Rangers for the next 5 years. Talked about it in the back page. I've talked about it in the live stream. People ask me all the fucking time, and I just feel like he's going to end up somewhere. And I think he's going to end up at a club in England, and he'll be backed, and he'll do well. I believe Gerrard's a good manager, and he'll do well where he goes.
There's a change of tune very quickly.
What?
Oh, he wasn't a good manager fucking 10 months ago.
Well, he wasn't. What had he won?
Oh my god!
What had he done?
You're so black and white. You're like an old man with your footballing opinions. You just, if he's not got a medal, he's shit. I'm telling you, he is shit. See David Turnbull.
Well,
shit.
That's what you say. That's what you say about Solskjaer.
Shit.
You say that about Solskjaer all the time. So what's the difference between Solskjaer and Gerrard?
How has Solskjaer improved Man United?
He has. He clearly has.
The season before he left, they won 2 trophies. They've not won a single trophy since he left. They finished second that season, won 2 trophies. Since he's been there, they've never.
That was 2 seasons before.
No, well, Mourinho left.
That was 16-17, 17, and he got sacked 18-19. So it's the season before they won nothing.
7. Well, are you sure?
Yes, I'm absolutely certain.
Oh well. But again,
but he has improved them.
Has he?
Yes.
Well, they were in a fight for the top 4 and they just made it last year. They're in a fight for the top 4 this year.
Just made it. They finished third quite convincingly last season.
Yeah, but it was down to the last 3 or 4 games. It was pretty.
They pulled it back marvellously.
But again, they're going to do the same thing again and probably not win a trophy. Gerrard's first season he came in. The season before they were getting hammered 5-6.
Celtic Rambler has said, got to say the new setup does wonders for David's skin complexion.
I'm not sure about that. Still patchy and spotty. Gerrard's first season he took them from getting beat 5-0 and 5-1 off Celtic regularly.
That's a point I want to answer to in relation, not what you're saying. This is in relation to what you're saying. But somebody saying
you make a point and I'm not allowed to counteract.
No, and you go.
Well, that's the point I was making.
Finish.
Finish
on you go. I just said it in the chat.
It's done.
No, somebody's saying about the Lazar was saying Poch ain't won anything at Spurs by Ryan's logic. He's not bad. I'm not saying he's a bad manager, but I certainly think he's overrated.
What's Poch got to do with it?
Well, it's just because the logic that I used about not winning anything. He hasn't won anything, has he?
Yeah, but the vast majority of managers.
Not saying he's not a good manager. Not saying he's not a good manager, but I think he's overrated.
I don't know why the fuck we're talking about Mr. Pochettino.
It's just because I seen that comment. Finish what you're saying.
I can't remember where I was going there. I had a nice flow and it just got cut off.
Oh yeah, baby.
What's that for quote from?
Me.
Yeah. Them live cams are a bastard, isn't it?
Exposing me, aye.
Yes, more sus stuff. You got more sus stuff like that? Go watch his Twitch streams. You open up a bit more over there.
Do you watch? Aye.
Occasionally. Yeah, only if Jamie and Ross aren't streaming.
Oh, good ball. Save from Andy Garfield.
Well done.
Good defending as well. One really good save there.
Right, I'll tell you what, folks.
We're switching over. Well, how am I updated or if it's a goal?
No, we don't need to. I'll get flash scores.
Rangers have won anyway.
Rangers have won 3-0. We're going to watch the end of
still talk about things.
Kelly Ross County game because Ross County could be in here. Can they kill it? Let me take the flash scores off for this so I don't get the sport with me.
Well, has Poch won a trophy at PSG now?
Probably, but Farmers League, innit?
Cheek, yeah. What a cheek.
Well, the French League's shite.
I mean, it annoys you when people call our league a Farmers League.
How is it shite? Our league is the best league in the world.
A Farmers League. How is it shite?
Mate.
How?
Because it's just shite.
Look, fucking they popped Man City out. Oil baroned Man City out of the Champions League last year.
Marseille like Hamilton, mate. Shite. You didn't pay me to watch it.
You're just not a football fan, mate.
I know I'm not. Never said I was.
No, you said that actually earlier. You said you're rapidly falling out of love.
This is a very interesting game in terms of the fact that the camera angle is a bit mad. You feel like you're right there. Right in amongst
in the game, eh?
Right in amongst it.
Get questions in as we come to the 90th minute of the game. Last 5 minutes to go.
I think if Kelly don't get a goal here, they're down.
Really?
Fuck.
I put it back to Rangers there. Hamilton are better than PSG, says Brody.
No, I see. People know.
People know.
People have to know!
Bundesliga, best league in the planet, yes, I would agree.
It's not. It's the Scottish Championship.
Christ. Do you believe that?
Yeah. Nothing else I'd rather watch. Apart from maybe the Highland League. No, I'm joking. Big Malumbu, he's not really done what he did first time round for Kelly, has he?
No,
worst thing he ever did in his career was move to
Celtic.
Apart from maybe financially.
Keep forgetting he actually came to Celtic.
Yeah, and people I thought he would do quite well because he was so good for Kelly. He was amazing for Kelly, especially against Celtic.
He plumped for him over John McGinn.
Yes. Saved you £2.5 million though. So, and you know what Peter Law's like for finances are going to hit that. Oh, good save from whoever the Kelly goalkeeper is these days. Colin Doyle, I'd imagine, and go, oh, what a dangerous goal. Ollie Shaw, you're a big fan of Ollie Shaw?
Ollie Shaw, yeah, I like him.
I have to say, I'm glad. The one thing I'm glad for Kelly this season, they've got a normal kit again. Remember the kit last year?
Sorry, I was reading a comment there because I was going to out, but on you go.
I'd already gone. You just hadn't.
No, go.
Okay, I'll repeat myself for the benefit of you and all the viewers. You remember Kelly's shirt last year? They had the special anniversaries top, and it was like the colour of Ross.
It was a black. I hated it.
It wasn't a Kelly
black
top,
navy one.
Yeah, at least they got a proper top this year. Nice. I like their home kit as well.
I didn't mind it last year, but this is what I put. This is what I put as number one in the kit list this season in the Premiership.
Ahead of the Celtic one.
Yep.
Imagine that Celtic kit was actually lovely, but
I cussed the season. People haven't spoke about this enough.
Oh, Malumbu with a vital sort of overhead kick to win.
People haven't spoke about it enough that I jinxed this season.
What do you think Adidas are going to do next year? Because I always think that Adidas.
Do you know what Ariel, like somebody pointed out what Adidas should do? I love this, and I don't know why. I think it was actually Spunkphone of all people who put it up. But it's genius marketing that they have not done, and they should do it. European Cup final 1967, at a Milan Rock Up, and the fucking tailored outfits. And
their teeth, they were like film stars.
And their Adidas boots.
But can they play?
Because they all had their Adidas boots. 3 white stripes.
Yeah.
And to take the piss, the Celtic team painted 3 white stripes on the boots.
Yeah. So they should do a kind of rustic kind of.
I think they should fucking play about with that. I think it's brilliant. Brilliant.
So 2022 will be the 67, 2022. Is that like something 5th anniversary? Something. How many years will that be?
No, it'll be 50. 17, 18 was 50. There'll be 51, 18, 19, 50, 53, 54, 54. Thank fuck, it's not 55. Jesus.
What a ball by Chris Park towards Kabamba. Cleared away. This is. You ever been to Dingwall for a game?
No, I have not.
No, I've never been.
I've ever been as Perth, mate.
Twice I've been. Once to watch them film and once to watch Highland Derby Inverness against Ross County. Inverness won 3-0, but I was in the Ross County end, and I really regretted it because the Inverness end was bouncing. Miles Story scoring. I'm so
PGW, and that's when we barely started belting out the Black Rooster song.
And full time, and it's the first prediction of the day is up for me. St Johnstone 1, Hibernian 0, and it's also full time at Capello, Morton 0, Ayr 2.
Nice classified results will be coming in shortly as we enter the 89th minute of play.
Oh, a diving bugger!
Ross Kelly.
How did you get a foul flag? He took a dive!
Ross County and Kelly.
Chris Burke to whip this in. So we have a last hurrah for Kilmarnock. A minute plus stoppage time left. Finished. Rangers 3, St Mirren 0.
Anyway, right, we'll probably be live for about 10 or so minutes. We'll only probably be live for about 10 or so minutes after the game's finished to recap the matches around the country and the scores. Neil McCann.
It's grand.
Oh, aye.
Doesn't really work, does it? Does it work?
You got Lido?
No.
Where you going?
To the freezer.
Oh, I've got chicken burgers in.
I'm sure you do.
We have a chicken burger. Anyway,
full time Allo 1, Inverness 1.
Anyway, so if you've got any last gasp questions to get in before we start going around the leagues, then feel free to send them in now. It's kind of your last chance if you would like us to answer anything in regards to what has happened. Well, just in general, just life.
Just life in general.
Life in general.
Yeah.
Just me, or does David remind anyone else of a young Gary Neville? No, he's fucking Carragher. I'm Neville.
No, I think you're more Carragher than Neville. Because see, if you think about it this way, right? Carragher gets slagged off for his accent. He gets slagged off.
How do I get slagged off for my accent?
Did you miss the whole segment of the show when you were slagging off your voice? Did you miss the whole segment? Also, like, you've got a thicker accent than I do. Carragher's got a thicker accent than Neville. Carragher's a bit more emotional with his opinions, I think, than Neville is. I think you're a bit more emotional with your opinions. I definitely think that's. I think I'd be the Neville, you'd be the Carragher. Carragher won Pundit of the Year, you mustn't forget.
I don't want Pundit of the Year, I want Neville.
Oh, you want that nose.
The beak.
Takes on his eye out. The Lafferty got a hat-trick here, whipped in by Malumbu, I think. Cleared away by Donaldson. Will it drop? It's a free kick for Ross.
Shag, marry or kill Mowbray, Barnes and Lennon. At least Barnes could rap.
You'd shag John Barnes.
You'd marry John Barnes. You'd shag Tony Mowbray.
Would you? I'm not sure you would, you know. Oh, that's a horrible. John Barnes.
FM stream tonight or we riot.
Well, you can riot all you want. Head down to Ibrox. I heard it's busy. Yes.
Will 2 teams go down from the Premiership this season, says Jake?
No.
No?
Nah.
Yes.
I've said that for a wee while now.
Yes.
By it. I think the film Dundee and Wraith are all a bit too inconsistent. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I believe we'll still win the 10, says Non-Hunters FC.
What's that? 10 points from now in the season.
Where's your title going, says Archie.
Before we do the next FM save, you'll have to make a wee trailer for it.
Save?
So.
Do you not mean season?
Season, yeah. I think you'll have to make a wee trailer for it to build hype. You know, I think.
Get hyped.
Yeah.
Like Mojo Rawley.
Yes.
Wasn't Mojo Rawley done the get hyped stuff?
Yes, it was him and they had mad Gronkowski with him.
Oh, aye.
At Vania. Full time at Motherwell 3, Livingston 1.
Edward Boyle, why were the Pigeons not subbed off at half time since they were constantly offside?
No, they weren't. They were playing for fucking St Mirren. They were keeping the Rangers team on side. You don't see the colour of them.
Hearts red card.
Really? That game's not quite finished yet. Let me have a quick look here on the old flash score and see what's happening. We are into the 3rd minute of added time here in Dingwall, almost there. Where we are Championship. I need to sort my flash scores up out, so I've got the leagues I need at the top rather than have to scroll all the way through. Yes, Hearts did get a red card, but it has finished. It was Pete Haring who came on for Andy Irving in the 18th minute and then was sent off in the 94th, but it finished 2-1 to the Watery Farts.
Some done, man.
Castle.
Some done.
What's that? What's
some done, innit?
What does that mean?
Like, if you say like, oh, that's some done. Where's Mark in the chat?
You might explain.
He'll vouch for me.
Vouch for you in terms of what?
Well, it's just.
What does some done mean? It just means
some done.
Some done.
I just mean some done.
Like only fuck off doesn't mean go away. Fuck off means fuck off.
It just means like it's like you do something wild. Oh, that's some done.
Okay. I'll get you.
Right.
I'm getting it.
You know what I mean?
Well, it looks like Kelly are going to hold on for the 3 points. Sorry, Ross County are going to hold on for the 3 points here. And what a win it is for them and Big Yogi Hughes. For Tommy Wright, some serious work to do.
Yep.
He's got himself in shape, got himself looking smashing in his time away from football. But he'll be...
I've not actually seen him.
Oh, he's looking great.
Is that him there?
Lost a fair bit of weight. No, that's not him there, it's him.
Who the fuck's that?
Probably their assistant, I don't know. They need to go along
But
here,
see,
Ross
it looks
Millen.
like chucked on.
No, I think that's him there.
Aye.
It's a bit out of his technical area. No, that's not him. I don't know.
Do you think Celtic can stop them next week? Well, it's not next week, it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused because I'm looking at the schedules and I'm like, it wasn't that fun.
But do I think we can stop them though?
No.
Why
is the goalie not going up? Just get up the park. Send him up, Tommy. There's a booking here for Ross Millen. Surely not for time wasting.
We need a Roy Keane on the show.
That's a red card for Ross Millen towards the end. He was just going to launch that free kick in and he gets sent off. I'm guessing for a bit of dissent. Former Dunfermline man, Ross Millen.
Do you like him?
I thought he was alright. He was like scapegoat for so many years from the fans though. Took a brilliant penalty in a playoff game against Forfar where we were about to get relegated, 96th minute. Scored the penalty, take the extra time, balls of steel. Anyway, Colin Doyle will launch the ball into the
after
box.
This,
Kelly will win the first ball, they don't. Seconds away by Stephen Kelly, and that will be full time in Dingwall. And it's a massive result for John Hughes' men.
And it'll be full times coming round all the leagues now at this point. Yep, so let's have a quick look. I'll do Premiership, you do Championship. We'll have a round of the full time results.
We'll do Team of the Weekend as well.
We'll Team of the Weekend. Oh, aye.
Team of the Weekend, sure.
Oh, it's not done yet. Celtic could be at tomorrow.
Well, Team of the Day.
Team of the Day. Right, okay, so the full time scores around the leagues goes as follows. In the Scottish Premiership, Aberdeen 0, Hamilton 0. I've actually still got time to play there, so it could end up. But I doubt
it was a live score.
I doubt it. But a live score, Aberdeen 0.
First, I'm going to come to that one last, just in case it finished before you finished saying the results. I'm just buying you a bit of time to hope.
Right, Motherwell 3, Livingston 1. A good result for Graham Alexander's men. Rangers 3, St Mirren 0.
We're not getting goal scorers.
Okay, sorry. Devante Cole with 2 and Long with the other. For Livingston, Fitzwater was the one that got the goal, but 3-1 there at Rangers. It was a 3-0 win as they keep the party going on at Ibrox. Kent and Morelos.
I thought you were going to say keep the pressure on.
Kent and Morelos and Hadji got the goals. Ross County 3, Kilmarnock 2, Mackay with 2, and Leo Hilda on loan from Celtic got the goal. Kyle Lafferty on a staunch day of all staunch days gets 2, including a penalty for Kelly Boys. And then finally St Johnstone 1, Hibs 0. Jack Ross is struggling, David.
Yeah.
And the goal scorer was Liam Craig.
Anyway, into the Championship. A really entertaining day in the Championship. First of all, we'll go to Recreation Park, or the Indodrill Stadium I should be calling it now. And Alloa drew 1 each with Inverness. It was Innes Cameron who put the hosts in front before Nikolai Todorov scored for Inverness, and it was Alan Troughton that sent off in the 90th minute in that game. 2 red cards in the Championship this afternoon. The other one was at Tynecastle where Hearts beat Dundee 2-1. It was probably one of the biggest fixtures. It probably was the biggest fixture of the day in terms of 2 reasonably big teams going up against each other. Halliday in the first half, non-duelé in the second half. Jason Cummings got a penalty for Dundee and scored it, but couldn't get the 3 points in. And Pete Haring was sent off towards the end. Arbroath were 2-0 up against Queen of the South inside I think 15 minutes. Looked like they were flying to another home victory, but Queen scored 4 in reply, 3 before half time, but then 3-2 at the break, and then Dapo Mabudi got a goal as well to add to the staunch scorers of the day. But 4-2 for Queen of the South. What a run Alan Johnson's men are on. Finally, Morton 0, Ayr United 2 for Cammy Smith. And that was it for the Championship.
Very nice. Well, it was an entertaining day. We've heard
Team
goals
of the day,
everywhere.
Ryan Fitzsimons.
Team of the day. Well, I mean, you could very easily turn to Ibrox and say your Rangers are up there with their performance today. They were very good once again. Cut St Mirren open whenever they needed to. But I think you've got to look at what Queen of the South done today and give them the team of the day for their comeback performance. And you know what, Queen of the South, a team who we thought would all go down, and they are not. So I'm going to give my team of the day to Queen of the South.
Okay, I'm going to give my team of the day to Ross County because that was a massive result in a relegation battle at home. Something they've been needing to do. They've finally done it. And yeah, it's a bad day for Kelly. If we were doing worst team the weekend, it would be Kelly because they are in a tough spot now, bottom of the league.
Oh, they are. They are indeed. Right then, let's have a quick chat about tomorrow then before we go off. Celtic taking on Dundee United. I've already given. We've already spoke about it actually.
Well, I haven't done predictions yet. Oh, I haven't anyway.
Nah, well, your predictions. I went ahead to say that Celtic will go and win.
Dundee United won, Celtic won.
A draw. You think Rangers will become champions tomorrow?
Is that enough, is it?
Yep, that is.
Oh, there we go then.
You think Rangers win the league?
Yeah.
Hope not.
I think it'll be a draw. Lawrence Shankland will score for Dundee United.
Wow.
David Turnbull will score for Celtic.
Woof.
It'll be a low shot from about 25 yards out, bottom left corner.
And the keeper just won't get down.
Shankland will be a cross that's whipped in and it'll be missed by somebody.
Nice.
And he'll just tap it in.
Okay, fair enough. I'm saying 2-0 Celtic. I don't think it'll be entertaining as what we'd like. But look, I think it was good enough to win it. And we should be winning it. Dundee United made it difficult the last time at Tannadice, but I think, you know, if we just get off to a good start and we get a goal in the first half, I don't see Dundee United getting themselves back into it. But who knows? I mean, the way we're playing this season, anything could happen. But Rangers today is the story of stories. They look to be one step closer.
3-0, my prediction.
To being crowned champions. What was our predictions?
Today.
I said Ross County would win, in fairness.
You got Hamilton and Aberdeen right, 0-0.
No, I got that right. Yep, I said 0-0 there. Motherwell and Livy, I said 1-0 Livy, so I got that wrong.
No, you didn't. You said 2 each.
Oh, so I did. That's right. You're right.
So I got Motherwell, St Johnstone,
Hibs,
Rangers. I got Rangers score right, the St Johnstone score right, and I think I got the other 2 wrong. I said draw for Ross County and 1-0 for Aberdeen, but.
Okay.
Not too bad. Could have been worse.
Not too bad at all, mate. Not too bad at all. Decent day. Right, well, is there anything you want to... If anybody wants to throw in something very quickly, get it all done. Rangers players are celebrating with their fans, null and void.
Sturgeon must condemn.
Sturgeon and must condemn. It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. Thoughts on Eddie Howe to Celtic? Hope it happens. Are the Rangers players actually outside with the fans?
They will not be outside with the fans.
No, they just try to wind us up here. Because if they are, then that's... You know.
No, they haven't. Surely not.
I'm just going to Twitter to check.
Yeah, surely fucking no.
I doubt it. I really doubt it.
If they have, the job is fucked. The job is absolutely fucked if they'd have done that.
I don't think so.
I would be astonished if that's true.
Yeah, I would be absolutely
There's
baffled.
certainly nothing on Twitter. Oh my god, yeah, they have.
You're joking.
They didn't go outside, but they went up the...
Oh, right,
that's
okay.
fine.
That's fine. Aye, they're alright. They're fine. But null and void, nonetheless, you know.
Yeah, absolutely leave him.
It's what do they call that? It's inciting.
It was already there, wasn't it?
Yes, but it's inciting. I know, but like they're genuinely very good for Rangers today, and they can get that done. Look at Alison Conroy's Twitter.
They're not outside.
Is that Alison Conroy's Twitter?
I mean, they haven't.
I just like being. I'm taking the bite being wound up here.
Let's everybody just calm down.
They're just going to the gates, aren't they? To greet fans outside the stadium.
Yeah, they're greeting the fans who are outside the stadium.
Yeah,
the fans were outside the stadium long before this happened.
Yeah. Oh well, who cares? Yeah, fucking enjoy your day, I suppose. Huh? Well, don't enjoy your day. I don't want you to enjoy your day.
Sturgeon must condemn though.
Sturgeon
not
must
avoid it.
Condemn. No, avoid.
It's the only fair explanation.
The only way forward. Imagine they did do that.
I would honestly think I would just stop watching football because it wouldn't be worth it at that point.
Nah,
it would be.
It would be. It would be.
I think America was bad today.
People storming Holyrood.
Yeah.
Christ, that's the one. Right, well, I think that does it. I think we're there. I think it would have been the same for 10 in a row, exactly right. I think we've got. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we maybe go off the air?
Cramp in my right leg, so I'd quite like to just get this over with, so I can get a good stretch.
That's nice. Not even a thank you.
Well, we're not quite done yet.
Right, okay.
Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for spending your afternoon with us as we watched Rangers beat St Mirren, sadly. And I'm looking forward to doing it again sometime soon.
So, watch Rangers beat St Mirren?
No. Stream.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Don't play it. Don't act the big wide with me.
It's a bit late for that. Been doing it for about fucking 18 months.
Right, lads, thanks very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll be going live tonight to play some Football Manager, so make sure to check out my Twitch. I don't know what David's doing.
Empty for a gaff.
Well,
joking. I mean, unless.
I'm
just joking.
Right,
just joking. You know, I'm just joking.
Unless. Bye.
I mean, unless.
That's no stop.